Hi everybody, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up a league with Noir Flicker. There are some grindy control mirrors in there, and I'm nowhere near as good at keeping my cool as Shota Yasuoka. As always, you can counter your opponent's counters in whatever matchup you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. Match 1, Game 1, with Noir Flicker, and this looks pretty good. This honestly does look pretty good. It's the one you had in PvP, but a bit lighter on the blue. Nice, okay. Sweet. Alright, make sure I don't pass through my first turn. We'll just play a snow-covered island and pass. Opponent probably thinking we're on Scred Delver, so let's see if we can figure out who we're up against here, what we're up against, so I can use this handy-dandy matchup guide to guide me. Maybe elves? Pretty glad to have this serrated arrows. Okay, I think it might be mono green Stompy. So we'll see what they've got to say about mono green Stompy. Slightly unfavorable matchup. We have a lot of removal, but Stompy can go underneath us and punish us with cards like Hunger the Halpack, Vines. So we need an Augur. And we want to use our removal in their turn. And we want to... What's up, Joel8? We want to make sure that they don't resolve things like River Boa and the like. Hunger of the Halpack and Rancor are what we're worried about. How you doing, Joel? I wonder if by chance, are you the Joel that I know from the YouTube comments? Good to see you. So our opponent's going to go straight to combat, not messing around. And if they don't play anything that we want to counter, like I will counter a Rancor or something like that. And if this is elves, I'll probably counter like Aquarian Rangers. Skargan, Pit Skulk. Okay, well, I don't want that landing. So we actually are going to go ahead and counter the Pit Skulk. Especially where our serrated arrows can't take care of it. And Augur Bolas can't block it until we have more of this stuff going on. So we will see how this goes. Opponent's just going to pass it back. We find another Ash Barrens. Okay, that's kind of awkward. I don't know if I want to go looking for my red mana just yet. I guess it doesn't really matter, or I'm not going to be casting anything. So I'm just going to play a land and pass. Hopefully we have the opportunity to use this Teachings to go find something we're looking for. I have a feeling that I'm going to need stops on their upkeep and things like that, but I'm not going to do that until it's absolutely crucial. So this is Query Ranger, Vault Scourge. Okay, so Serrated Arrows is going to take care of that next turn. What's up, Kadoons? How you doing? Oh, our opponent didn't attack with Nettle Sentinel. Okay, so we will go get... I know it's kind of giving away a lot of information, but we're going to go get both of our colors of mana here, just because I'm worried about not having an opportunity to leave up the mana to do so later. So we're gonna do that now. What's up, Matador? How you doing, man? You ready to check this crazy deck out? I'm pretty excited. So we're gonna cast Serrated Arrows here, and we're going to use it to get rid of this Vault Scourge. I think this Teachings is probably going to go get just another removal spell for now. It'd be nice if we could get a removal spell that could somehow 2-for-1 them. I am gonna kill this Vault Scourge because if they are going to resolve a Rancor on this, we can't kill it with the Serrated Arrows in response anyway. And if they have a Vines for the Vault Scourge after they try to Rancor it, it could really ruin our plan. So like most Mystical Teachings decks, I'd really like to have something like a 1-mana removal spell to use here. But unfortunately, I can't. What's up, Raptor? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for your work on those primers. So are we gonna go get some Ghostly Flicker here? Are we gonna cantrip next turn? Draw a couple cards? I think our opponent's got us up against it a little bit. Ooh, Convoke. What is this? Living Totem. All right. Well, glad to see that Scion go without them using any kind of Hunger the Halpack, but it is going to make our Serrated Arrows a little bit worse for sure. Maybe it's like Teachings for Bolts or something like that? Raptor did. So I have the link right here, so check this out. And I'm actually referring to it right now as I play, actually, which might be putting me at a disadvantage because I might take a little bit longer to do my thing. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm supposed to leave up Teachings here. This is a little tough. Teachings for Bolt in response to like a Rancor on this could be kind of critical. And actually, Teachings for Bolt here probably isn't the end of the world anyway, just like using it to take out their most relevant threats. So I'm going to do that this turn. I'm just going to leave up Teachings for a Lightning Bolt or something, and we'll let them go. Yeah, it's really great too. All right, so let's see what they want to do here. And I guess, yeah, so I hope they don't have anything, like I hope they don't have their vines or whatever, but we kind of can't afford to play around that. So we'll go get a Lightning Bolt. And yeah, hopefully they don't have a vines. Bolt here. Oh, they have vines. Fantastic. And yeah, I think I will. Yeah, just make this smaller, because the sooner we get this off the board, the better, I'd say. All right. So they will vines there. It's gonna get its Rancor, which kind of sucks, but hopefully we can do a little bit of work against that soon. They do have a fairly intimidating board. We're gonna have to find all that sweet, sweet removal in short order here. I guess like Ghostly Flicker would be fine too. Maybe it was almost Flicker there, but we're pretty low on life. I figure you gotta be pretty comfortable with that. So do I tap double blue for Augur here? I don't think so, because if I go like blue black, that'll leave me with red blue blue. So we can keep preordaining for a Bolt or something like that. And now we have a blocker for their X2s. We're not looking to cast a Devour Flesh or anything like that. It would be awkward if we found Terminate here. Okay, we do find the Bolt. Good. All right, we'll bottom both of these. And I think... yeah, let's cast a couple of cantrips, because I am going to Bolt this. Oh, yeah, so we'll top Ghostly Flicker. Top Augur for right now, because Augur Ghostly Flicker next turn should be pretty good, and I'm actually going to do this on our main phase so that they can't use like a pump spell to the best of their advantage right now. And I kind of want to save this Preordain until it matters a little bit more. Like, I know Ghostly Flicker's on top. I guess I might not want the next card down. So I am going to bottom Counterspell, just where we're going to be choked on blue mana a little bit next turn, and I don't think we'll have an opportunity to cast a meaningful Counterspell. I might want to Flicker on my upkeep too, so I'm going to set a stop right now. All right, so here comes a Nest Invader. Okay. We're going to have to find our Archaeomancers soon as well, so casting all of these blue spells next turn might be kind of a priority. I'd be okay finding a land off the top too. Another Living Totem. That's a little problematic. So this is going to be pretty big. I guess we can still shrink anything down to block range with Augur. Yep. Sure. Oh, is there a Convoke bug? That you can like tap... oh, I wonder if they have Mutagenic Growth here. So we'll go to blocks. If they want to trade a Mutagenic Growth with our Augur, then so be it, I guess. Are you not supposed to be able to tap and then sack? Isn't it? It's like, it's a mana ability though, isn't it? So does that count? All right, so we're going to, this is going to be kind of an awkward turn. So we're going to flicker our arrows and maybe an island even. Oh, I would believe it. I would 100% be ready to believe that I'm wrong about a bug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flicker arrows and mountain so that, yeah, so that just in case we hit a 1 mana removal spell, we'll be able to use it. So yeah, so arrows are going to come back. We're going to get the counters. We won't have to sacrifice it. I guess the game is trying to cast Ghostly Flicker again, which is a little weird. And all right, so let's go through our draw step. Electrickery. That's kind of interesting considering where we are right now. But I actually think I'm just going to comparative analysis while we have the maybe getting down another auger is just better. So I'm going to tap out a blue mana. Like I said, we might hit another lightning bolt off of this or something to kill this totem, or to kill, something in response to a rancor, which would be ideal. Man, kind of low on time. Well, we got a Flame Slash. Not really what we want to do here, but we will take out one of these bigger creatures while we have the opportunity. And pass over to our opponent with 2 augers to double walk at 2/2. So their threats are getting more sparse by the minute, but we only have 8 life. We're really going to have to try to outvalue them somehow. Of course, Rancor on this isn't great. More living totems. More living totems. Okay. So I think we're just going to end up running back the same kind of idea. Although maybe I just want to start killing off X2s. Thank you super much for the follow, Juno. No, thank you. I appreciate the follow, man. Thanks. Yeah, I think Electrickery Arrows is kind of what we want to try to leverage here. So I don't know if maybe I let them get in for 3 here. That seems a little bit dangerous. So that I can arrows, Electrickery, comparative analysis. I guess I can just block with Augur here, but I feel like I want them to stick around. You know what? I think blocking with 1 is okay. Yeah, so I am going to go with that plan. So we'll chump here just to preserve our life total. We never know when trample is going to become relevant, of course. So we'll do this. Turn comes back. Go through your draw. We draw land. It's a land that can eventually gain us life, so that's relevant. A little weird. We are going to have to main phase this. What's up, Joel? So we are going to, oh man, but I really want to shrink down this living totem. So maybe I should see how they're going to attack next turn. No, I think I am going to do this so that I can Electrickery and then comparative analysis. So we will overload this. And comparative analysis. Ourselves. Just need a couple more answers, and we got rid of these guys. Okay, there's our Chaomancer. That's amazing. That's awesome. So as long as they can't kill us in the next couple of turns, we're going to get our loop started. 17 minutes on the clock, so we have to be quick about this. Yep, they're going to rancor up the living totem. Kind of sucks. 3 mana of... Oh, they're going to rancor up both. Oy. Brutal. We only have 1 Ghostly Flicker, so we sort of have to go get that. They're threatening 9, unfortunately. So we are going to have to block like this. Do I have to get Flame Slash with our Chaomancer here? I think I may need to. Ash Barrens. So I can play our Chaomancer. It has Trample. We're at 3. I think we might just be dead. I can arrows this. And then, no. Teachings for Bolt. Bolt this. Doesn't do it. I think we might be dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, for the interest of time, I might be dead. Never saw Arrow and Flicker together. It is definitely interesting. Viva Brazil indeed. Viva Brazil indeed. I think I am dead though. Yeah, because there's no line where I can like Archaeomancer back a burn spell, kill this. I can go to 1. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think there's any reason to not at least give it my all here. So I'm going to go to 1, and we'll have to just find our other Archaeomancer eventually. So we'll Archaeomancer back Flame Slash. They are absolutely different numbers. Glad to see you here tonight, Lynx. Oh, I don't even know if I do go to 1. I don't think I do. I think I just die. Because if we kill the one with the yeah, if we killed this and then they just put the rancor on this, then it's got 6 power. We'll take 4, so we're just dead either way. But I was basically convincing myself that I had an out that I didn't have. Okay, so in Crypt Incursion, Flame Slash, 2 Edicts, like all that. We're gonna take out an Exclude, Pyroblast, and 2 counter spells. I wasn't really thinking. I was like, I could shrink that down and get 2. Like, I think they'd still hit us for 3 trample damage with the rankers, even if I did kill it. I'm trying to think if there was another out. I don't think there's any instant. Like, we couldn't exile it or anything, or get rid of the rancor or anything. Flickering, we couldn't flicker if we played our Chaomancer. And there was no teachings targets that we could have found. So I think we were just done. Bolted at the beginning of combat. But it was still, so if I would have done that, then they would have gone in for the 3 for, oh, I could have arrowsed it. That's right. Yeah, I could have gone to 1. And then teachings for terminate. Yeah, it would have saved me for a turn. You're right. I did not see that line. Because they couldn't rank her up. All right, well, no more of that nonsense. 15 minutes. Let's do it. We have Crypt Incursion. It's one of our sideboard cards. We've got all our mana. I'm keeping. Yeah, it would have. It absolutely would have taken us there. Or it would, until they found another answer, but we had teachings we could flash back. Let's play fast so that I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we could have. Man, complicated. I knew it was kind of going to be like that. So I've got to be beyond tight and beyond fast. It's one of those evenings. But I'm going to try. He's saying, check this out, mate. Checking. All right, so we draw an Augur Bolas. Good. So we are going to play out our Snow Covered, play out Augur, and we're probably going to end up tutoring for some mana. And that was a real good draw. Absolutely. Yes. Prefect, like in like in Harry Potter. Wouldn't have minded seeing those off the top either. All right, so that's it. And this person wants me to check this out, mate. So I imagine something a little ridiculous is about to happen. 2 green mana. You got it. BTE. Oh my goodness. Do they have 4 BTEs in hand? Oh god. Gonna be one of those nights. I think it might be. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, it's just a Nest Invader. Is this gonna be Living Totem though? Are they on the nuts? Wow. Yeah, it definitely is. Holy crap. Holy crap. But like we can block them with augurs for the moment. Of course, Skargan Pitskulks are a little precarious, but I guess I can just pop it on here. Don't really know if that's how we want to be burning an Electrickery today. Yeah, no, definitely not going to block there. Yeah, gotta find a removal spell. There's a Preordain. See if it helps us find one. And we have to go get our black mana for this Crypt Incursion. We definitely want to kill this. And I don't want to give them the opportunity to like kick a Vines on it next turn or something. All right. I don't think it's Teachings time yet. We will take Flame Slash and kill the F out of this with Flame Slash. And play an untapped blue source. And we will probably just end up go fetching for our black mana for Crypt Incursion, so that if we can somehow, you know, leverage like an Archaeomancer, Flame Slash turn or 2, we'll be in good shape. Opponent's only got 3 cards in hand. Not unhappy to see that out of Stompy. Serrated Arrows would be pretty rad if we could get that going here. I thought people weren't running these anymore. Here comes some damage. Yep. So for what it's worth, I'm going to block here. And we will go get some black mana. And F6. So I can just get playing a little bit faster here. Talking to my opponent, probably not the best idea. All right, and we have Ghostly Flicker. Okay, so we'll go land, run out our Chaomancer here, get back our Flame Slash, and just try not to die. And hopefully, we're going to take a lot of damage next turn, but we might be in an okay position. We got a Flicker Loop started. We're going to make our land drops. We have a Flame Slash we can cast. Opponent's tapping a couple red mana. Epic Confrontation? More Convoke. Okay. Sure. I'm going to pump up one of their attackers, force through some damage. When is it appropriate to Crypt Incursion, right? Probably after I kill this somehow. I guess I could like overload Electricity and then Crypt Incursion, but it doesn't seem super good. All right, so let's block some X2s. I don't think it's time to block this yet. It might be. No, it'll be easier to kill later, but we are going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quite a low life total, down to 6. Our turn comes back. Man, they're fast. Okay. So, I don't really want to run this out, but we might have to go Edict. We'll sack this, then we'll Crypt Incursion, gain 6. And just hope we continue to have enough removal. We're at 6, so this will die. We can Crypt Incursion these two away. They'll have 4, 5 attackers. So they can threaten 10. We'll be at 12. This is nuts. But I actually think that's the play. I guess we can like flicker. We can like block, flicker, and then use 2 mana to do something else on their combat step, or use, we won't be using Edict, so we could like Flame Slash one of these. Yeah, so I actually think it's going to be Flame Slash Ghostly Flicker this turn. Are we dead that way? So if we kill this, block, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're dead to like a Rancor. But I think it gives us a better chance of getting Crypt Incursion off for a bit more life. So I am going to do that. I'm going to cycle this for red mana, because I think we're going to be choked on it a little bit more. And if it comes down to it and we have to Crypt Incursion on their combat step, we can do that too. So get a Snow-Covered Mountain, play it, Flame Slash the 3/3. And yeah, I guess we just pass. I don't think it's time to get back Crypt Incursion. So we're going to block, take 5 next turn down to 1. But if we have to Crypt Incursion instant speed, we can. Okay. All right. 12 minutes on the clock. I feel like I'm navigating a nightmare. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen. I can totally understand, like, man, the skill threshold is just so high, right? And they're going to attack. So I guess we're dead to Pump Spell here. But, you know, it is what it is. So we will block like this. See if they respond. They're going to. Okay. They're going to Vines that. So what's that? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to Crypt Incursion. We'll do so. Crypt Incursion. You. Yeah. We're going to gain 6. We're still going down super low here. And we're going to lose our Chaomancer, which kind of sucks. We have Ghostly Flicker in hand, but this is the only way out. They might have like a Hunger the Howl back here or something too. No Hunger. Okay. We're at 3. They've got a moderately intimidating board. Gonna cast a 3-mana spell. Elephant Guide. Yikes. Okay. And we don't really have a way to deal with this Nest Invader. I think we might just be done. Yeah. I think that's it. Could have been sequenced a little bit better, probably. This gives it trample as well. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's just too much for us to deal with. So I think that's going to be it for Stompy. Woof. Looking forward to the next one. We get the primer open. We find out what we're playing against. We're going to play way faster this time. I don't think I can keep this. We have a 23 land deck with a bunch of Karus. I can definitely keep this. We got 2 blue early. Let's keep it. All right, right on, Diz a Storm. Well, come on in. We don't want to miss our land drops. We're going to hold on to that. Get rid of this upkeep stop for now. Play a land and F6. Let's try to play real fast. So we'll see what we're up against. If we have to worry about countering something on turn 2, then we'll leave up double blue. Even something like Delver, I'll probably just Dimir Aqueduct. Is this going to be Tron, is it? Yeah, I think this is mono blue Delver. And it's kind of weird seeing Lonely Sandbar come down. Maybe it's not mono blue Delver, and I will have something that I want to counter next turn. But I think getting up to 3 and 4 untapped mana is going to be relevant, and I won't have an opportunity to go down double blue next turn. So I'm going to do this right now and hope they don't have an important 2-drop. Just hope. Who knows? Who knows how this is going to go down. So let's see what their 2-drop is. Snow-covered island, Lonely Sandbar. So maybe some kind of like weird weird Delver variant. People generally don't counter cantrips, so I'm going to do this. We'll keep maybe neither of these. I feel like I just want to hit my land drops and like resolve a Muldrifter. Right? Yeah. So I'm actually going to bottom both of these. Crazy as that sounds. We don't have all of our mana yet, so it's kind of awkward deciding what we might hit. This could be Spell Stutter Sprite, but yeah. So let's see what they've got now. Snow-covered island. It's peculiar. I never ran Lonely Sandbars in my Delver decks. I really didn't, like, especially if you're playing Gush and Daze. It's just so risky, you know? All right, let's see what this is. Augur. Pretty good target for counterspell, but it means they won't be able to leave up any interaction for us next turn, so we'll be able to get down our Chaomancer, get this Preordain, and hopefully find our land drop. They get a Dispel. That's curious. Main deck Dispel. This is probably Izzet Blitz, I would imagine. So I'm going to hold on to this Flame Slash. We're going to need it. Am I going to try to Augur into a cantrip here? Probably, yeah. So let's try to Augur into a cantrip. And we might leave up counter magic, but I want to hit my land drop pretty dang bad. Just find more removal. There goes our red source. A little awkward, but it is what it is. So I guess we're leaving up counter magic for now. Evoked Muldrifter might have been the play there, but I'm okay getting a blocker down here too. Especially where missing there allows us to leave up counter magic. If they try to resolve their Kiln Fiend, we'll get this Dispel out of their hand, and then we should be able to find our own red mana to destroy it. God, it's like I can't even keep up with these lines. It's like I'm thinking about these lines in my head and I don't even know what's going on. They're gonna Flame Slash our Augur. I don't see any reason to run our counterspell out there. Maybe as a precaution to oh my god, is this Ninja? Is this a Flame Slash Dispel Ninja the Depowers deck? What is going on? Okay, well maybe I should have countered that. I did not expect Scred Delver to have this going on, but anyway, I guess it did. Did not account for that. Serrated Arrows. Okay, that doesn't get us out of this either. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're evoking a Muldrifter, hoping to find a red source to Flame Slash this. Come on, Mountain. No Mountain. And no way to devour flesh. All right, so that was a pretty bad turn. Okay. Yep, we'll just pass. Nothing we can do about that. What's the clunkiest here? I feel like we'll pitch in our Chaomancer, hope we find a Soul Manipulation to get it back. That's a big thing with this primer, is that like you really want to get rid of the ninjas pretty much right away. I don't know what's going on here. Some kind of weird blue-red ninja deck. They're gonna cycle the Sandbar. I didn't play around it, so like good on them. And we're going to try to resolve a Devour Flesh with Counterspell backup. So opponent's going to leave all of their mana untapped. Definitely a little suspect. But with no fairy on board, they won't be able to spell stutter or counterspell. So it doesn't really matter. All right, so they go to clean up. They're going to take their turn discarding the hand size. Find a soul manipulation, so that doesn't really matter right now. We basically just have to get this ninja off the board and hope to fight through this dispel with our counterspell. They might choose just to not dispel here, but we kind of don't have a choice. So let's see if they have prohibit as well. I don't know if this is like some kind of weird some kind of weird control deck that runs ninjas and augurs and stuff, but it might be. Opponent tapping kind of funny. Tapping all willy-nilly like. So I don't know, maybe they have main deck Pyroblast. All right, so they are going to sacrifice their ninja for us. And we just gotta pass. Hopefully we find some land drops soon. Tapping out against this deck doesn't seem like the best idea. And them hitting more land drops than us also seems a little precarious. They're going to resolve the first Muldrifter as well by the looks of things. PGA MC Snooty, what's up? Yeah. Oh man, get those notifications popping. Wouldn't have been a bad soul manipulation target. Get back our own Muldrifter. We really have to straighten out this red mana. I don't really know what's going on. We definitely want to kill this. They might just hardcast Ninja here too. Oh my goodness, deck. Heckin' goodness. And we can't really just like run this into counter magic now. So let's see if our opponent will let us resolve an evoked Muldrifter. Maybe it is Serrated Arrows. But I think Serrated Arrows is going to be appropriate, or it's going to be important. I think we're going to want some kind of backup for it. We need our land drops so bad. Opponent's going to snap off the hard counter. That's probably going to give them the opportunity to... No way, Prime Temps. Well, I'm super glad I could do that for you. Welcome. Get those notifications popping. So I wonder if our opponent's got another ninja here. This deck's spicy, man. Oh my goodness, this is a beating. We're like missing land drops. Our opponent's ninjaing augurs all the time. Good God. Wow. Okay. They're not putting a ton of pressure on us, which is like a small kind of thing for me, but find another hard counter. Well, if they can keep drawing like that, we'll find an augur of our own, but I don't really know. I don't like augur doesn't really help because now it can't find any instant speed edicts or anything like that. We can't kill this that way. Oh yeah. All right. So we just got to try to evoke a Muldrifter again. And if they know that we're choked, they're just going to counter it. Yep. So no way to protect it. They're going to get to enjoy their ninja for a little bit longer. Oh, you're playing with Cascade Aggro this weekend. That's amazing. Well, I feel like I got a little bit lucky with that deck myself, but hopefully you just run perfectly. It's not hard to take people by surprise and just knock them out. Oh my God, is this Morsel Hoarder? Is this person a Morsel Hoarder combo? And I'm going to cry and wish I was them for the rest of my life. Do it, man. Morsel Hoarder. Let's go. Yeah, Cascade Aggro is awesome. And it's really cool. Oh, just a boring old Muldrifter, huh? I feel like this matchup might be kind of dependent on who resolves the most Muldrifters. But we're just missing land drops, which is like crazy in a 23 land deck. And I bottomed like looking for them. So let's see if we can resolve some augurs looking for preordains, because it's our best option now. Taking out this counterspell. There might have been a reason for me to... Let me just find counter magic. Okay, it's not really good enough. There go some lands. And what would I be leaving up counter magic for here? Counter another Muldrifter? I think I want to get Augur down because we can double block Ninja if they don't have a removal spell. Now, I'm not counting on them not having another removal spell, but oh, there go the rest of our lands. Sweet. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe I had to stop casting Augurs at some point to just naturally draw into my lands. But just happy to have a couple blockers here. Fairy Miscreant. Aha! Reasons to have Serrated Arrows on board. Ugh, another Muldrifter, though. Yikes. So maybe I should have left up a little bit of counter magic. Here comes our opponent. Swinging with the drift. Alright. Up to being able to counter 2 mana spells with their spell stutter sprites that I assume they have. So maybe this is just kind of some weird Scred Delver shenanigans going on here. It's not time for Serrated Arrows. We don't have to discard a hand size if this is all we do. So we'll go like this. And pass the turn. It's all we can do. We'll leave up Soul Manipulation counterspell. Soul Manipulation on any creature that they try to cast should be okay. And this gives us an out to try to sneak our Serrated Arrows down with backup. Opponent's gonna just tap all the mana. Tap it all. You're gonna combat first. Alright, so I think they're gonna be able to close it up here pretty shortly. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I'm pretty far out from any GPs or anything like that, so it's pretty tough for me to go to them. I'm glad that glad you're taking Cascade Aggro out, showing it the light of day. Has anyone else been to events recently and seen like any possibly Pauper playable decks or stuff like that? Because that's pretty cool. We might have to try to Archaeomancer back Devour Flesh, sacrifice our own augurs to stay alive here. So I don't know, like play to your outs, I guess. Maybe I don't want to show them that though. They've already seen Archaeomancer. So let's Archaeomancer. Go down double blue. Seems a little bit sketchy, but gotta do it. It's the only way we don't die. Archaeomancer, we'll get back Devour Flesh. And we'll pass the turn, give them an opportunity to resolve stuff here. On their end step, if they like. Doesn't seem like they're going to. Awesome, yeah. Keep me in the loop, man. Keep me in the loop. Alright, so block like this. Block like this. Block like this. Yep. And opponent gonna pay some costs. Here comes a ninja. We can go up to 7. We're not dead yet. And I didn't see anything too spicy. Someone was talking about Gruul Cascade. That's the one. All right, so in response to our opponent's Harvest Pyre, we're going to Devour Flesh ourselves. And they have the counter magic. If they do, we're dead. Does this... You can't... Yeah, that's just creatures, huh? Yep. All right. Good enough. So our opponent is on some weird, slow Scred Delver thing that is bugging me out considerably. So let's see if we can get away from it. Nothing too janky. Yeah, at my store, it's kind of the same way. There's nothing too crazy there. Played locally today at my local game store against Black Red Prowess. Woof. That is really cool, man. Did they have that? Did they have that like artifact creature that you pay life to pump? All right, so in 2 Pyroblasts, out, terminate, because Pyroblasts are terminate. This is Magus 1985 indeed. And yeah, having a tough time about it. Devour Flesh comes out, and that is the sideboard guide. A slightly favorable matchup. Just Prowess 2/2 and 3/1. Kiln Fiend as well, of course. Does isn't Magus 1985 like a well-known like person? It's funny, like I look at the league results and I often don't look at the player names unless I'm going to play their deck. We'd love to play first. We've got to get blue mana with this, and then this is a mulligan if we never find red mana. And we have Ghostly Flicker, so counterspells aren't important in the early game against them. Okay, this is a little bit better. It's like not a lot better, but we have sideboard cards. We just got to find red mana. I'm going to keep this on top. I know I said we got to find red mana, but I'm not going to look an Augur Bolas counter in the face and say no. Oh, cool, right on. No, it's deadly. So, like I said, well, they might have a tap land. They're running a lot of tap lands. If I could exclude an Augur Bolas, that would be even better. But I don't know why they would run out on tap land here if they were trying to. So we're going to try to counter an Augur Bolas. Hopefully find untap mana to Proceed to leave other things up. Just going to cycle a Lonely Sandbar. So I imagine we'll see untap mana Augur or Bolas here. Not sure. Yep. Radiant Fountain, sure. Is it our opponent's turn to get stuck on mana? Doesn't seem like it. Pass through to second, not going to cast it into our counter magic. Cool, we found untapped mana, so that makes it a lot better for us. Now we can leave up Exclude, Pyroblast, Counterspell, and Pyroblast, depending on how all this goes. I will Pyroblast a Fairy. It's just being proactive about ninjas. Take care of the Fairy on the way down so that they can't return it to their hand and eventually counter something later. They're just going to pass. We're cool playing Drago. I'm going to Preordain. I think they're having trouble finding their red mana. But I think Ninja is so good against us. Like, I don't really want to Pyroblast this, so let's see how they Preordain. Bottom. Let's go. 2 cards on top. So no such luck. Opponent is just going to pass. Okay, we find our own Preordain, but I don't want to go down that blue mana just yet. Granted, we do want to continue developing our mana base. We'll see if they try to sneak something out here. We'll pick up red mana. I'm not going to miss my land drop just so that I can fight over an Augur of Bolas. If it was going to happen while we had the opportunity to leave mana up, then I figure it's okay. Gotta keep in mind that they had main deck to spell as well. Yep. So 8 cards in my opponent's hand. They're going to have to discard hand size regardless. So I don't know if maybe I don't fight over this with them so that they can't, you know, if they do hit off of Augur. Like, it doesn't really matter. We have ways to deal with it later. It was going to matter more when we were going to exclude it. All right, opponent goes to cleanup step. Good. So we'll play Mountain, and let's Preordain for ourselves here. See what we find. Now we have Exclude. Opponent's going to Spell Stutter Sprite. I think... Yeah. So in my mind, this is paramount, because if we can Pyroblast that, and yeah. So we're going to bottom a Preordain. We will keep a Muldrifter because we want to start resolving those. It just gives them less opportunities to get a Ninja down next turn, and we can be more proactive about it when we get the turn back. So pretty okay countering Spell Stutter there. All right, what have you got? Hitting their land drops as well. We're getting a little bit choked again. I guess I'm like topping Muldrifters and stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't be. Relic, yep. No Grim Harvests here. They're going to get us to exile, sure. No Anglers or anything like that. They probably think Anglers are coming. We're going to hold on to this Muldrifter until we can fight over it. And just keep passing. We're okay playing Drago. I mean, like, some turn where we have to, you know, counter comparative is whatever. And we're not discarding the hand size yet. Pretty much the land still matchup here. See what this is. If it's something we can answer... Oh, okay. Awkward. Let's exclude. Wouldn't mind getting rid of this here. Like, I will force this through because exclude replaces itself. They have to hard counter. They're going to Pyroblast. We might as well get in a fight now because it means we're going to resolve a Muldrifter next turn, even if we lose this fight. So Pyroblast, gonna get countered. Sweet, their Augur gets countered. We find another land. All right, we're kind of off to the races now. We can F6 as well, get a little bit of time save on the clock. Our opponent is going to tap out to evoke a Muldrifter, but we're going to get to resolve a Muldrifter, which is arguably a lot better. We'll give them an opportunity to do things next turn, but fighting through that Augur, pretty big game. So we might just be on the back and forth tapping out phase now. So let's cast Muldrifter, draw a couple cards, bada bing, bada boom. I'm just going. Like, I can't... I just gotta play as fast as I can. Alright, Muldrifter comes down. Update the game record. Radiant Fountain gains our opponent a couple life. 4 cards in hand, representing a Pyroblast for what that's worth. Our opponent will exile a card. Yep, Fairy Miscreant comes down, sure. Gonna kill our Mole Drifter, yep. Relic is a little annoying. All right, our turn. So I don't see any reason why we wouldn't Flame Slash this, try to start a fight over it. This does allow them to get a ninja down. So we'll do that. I'd love to have more red mana to force other things through, but we don't really have that luxury today. We'll try to Augur. We don't have any more interactive magic, so we kind of have to, yeah. And then we will comparative analysis with Surge on ourselves this time. Try to hit our land drop. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Pretty relevant. Pass the turn. So 2 cards in our opponent's hand. They have Relic online. We're gonna hold on to this. We're gonna hold on to this comparative analysis. We'll start getting rid of like our removal spells and things like that. And now we're going to bait with just about everything. Oh god, so many land drops. Our opponent's F6, which is pretty relevant. So I think we're going to run out Stormbound Geist here. It's just so good against them. We're still going to represent our Pyroblast. That was a window to resolve a Mole Drifter, but I didn't know that until they F6'd. So, and our opponent's going to use a couple removal spells. Should be able to turn the corner with Stormbound Geist pretty readily here. Still not going to run out. Yeah, they're F6'd, so it's Mole Drifter time, I believe. They're gonna Relic, okay. Get rid of Augur. It's really only a soul manipulation target. And no removal, so we'll see if they have more counter magic. Try to resolve this. It resolves, draw 2, so we should be kind of getting away with it now. Pass the turn. Just gonna play fast. They scooped it up. Okay. In the interest of time, they let us have it. Whew. All right, so knowing that they're on the slow Scred plan, I don't really know if we change anything up. We're still a better control deck. I don't know if there's anything, like I really don't want to go off book here. I don't think these do anything. I think a soul manipulation could be better than... No, the arrows are going to be good here regardless. I think a soul manipulation might be better than something like Electrickery because they're only running the 8 fairies. And they might not have a bunch of them. Yeah. Yeah, the Gorilla Shaman for the Relic. That did seem like it was getting kind of out of hand, huh? Or the second soul. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You must have heard me say, I really don't want to go off book, so you proceeded to continue to write the book. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but I don't know what I'd cut for them, right? Matt just sending me a message. We'll get to see that later. I don't know. Does anyone know how to like open the chat from here? God, it's tough though. It's really tough. Yeah, I don't know. I think Electrickery would be what I would cut, but it's still pretty good. Like, it's not dead or anything. I think we're going to have to be okay. I think we're going to have to draw right. Our mana's going to have to cooperate. This is obviously good. Divination in the control matchup, probably where you want it. How often are we teachings, right? We probably won't like teaching. Well, it's really good card advantage in the later game. I am going to bring in the other soul manipulation over the Electrickery because we have the arrows. I think it's enough main deck answers. All right. Kindle? Any new province? So if they didn't know I was streaming, they know now. All right, so this looks fine. Our mana's pretty good. We won't have Counterspell online on turn 2, but that's okay. We can run out an Augur, and whoever generates the most value is going to win this. So let's play fast. Play hard. Snow cover comes down. They're going to cantrip. Okay. Opponent must know that I don't always look at the chat when my opponents cast cantrips. Next leveling me. They're not going to shuffle, so I'm assuming they're hitting land drops here. Just run out of Swiftwater Cliffs and pass the turn. It's going to be hard to decide. I guess we're hitting up to 4 mana. So if they don't leave up counter magic for our Augur of Bolas, then I'm just going to run out Augur. Yeah, and they didn't. Okay. They could have Pyroblast. If you want to Pyroblast my Augur, then so be it. This is going to allow us to keep developing our mana base. Next turn, we're going to be able to cantrip, Dimir Aqueduct, and if they find a way to get a Ninja down, we can Pyroblast it. Just going to take the cantrip. We don't want the Mystical Teachings yet. It's going to be about hitting land drops for the next like 5 or so turns. Going to kill that. Okay, no flash creatures to enable the Ninja. There's a Preordain. All right, no big deal. They don't know about... We haven't cast that Preordain yet. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Yep, Spell Stutter for a cantrip is kind of what I'm reading here. I don't really want to discard a hand size, so I'm just going to play out Swiftwater Cliffs. I think next turn is going to be one of those turns where we want to Pyroblast something. Recurring our life gain lands is going to be important. I wouldn't be afraid to Pyroblast an Augur here if they're going to cast one. They might not, but I can't be afraid to do that. All right, so they don't even try. That's good news. Our turn. So now I can kind of fearlessly start resolving cantrips. I'm going to Spell Stutter that. As always, I'm not afraid to counter a Spell Stutter Sprite, especially where it's to our advantage. This is going to prevent them from being able to get a Ninja down next turn and picking their Spell Stutter up. We're going to get up to 5 mana, which will enable our Mull Drifter. This will allow us to go straight up to 5 untapped mana next turn. I guess we're doing that anyway, so I'm going to bottom both of these. We want more interaction. Well, that's not fantastic, but it will give us something to do with this mountain. This is going to be the matchup of the blue mana, so I'm going to get another Snow-Covered Island. And we will bounce our Swamp and pass the turn. A little bit of reactive stuff in hand, so if they run out something like Fairy Miscreant here, we might have a window to fight through a counterspell to resolve the Serrated Arrows, and that should keep us safe from a Ninja until we find another answer to it. Or this could be Evoked Mull Drifter, which is pretty awesome. Evoked Mull Drifter leaving up only red mana. Gotta love that. Digging for land drops. So let's find out. No such luck. Okay. Our turn comes back. We'll play out our blue mana, and it's going to be time to probably fight over Serrated Arrows here. I could just leave up all my counter magic so that they can't get down their Ninja effectively, which could be correct, and we'll be in a better position to fight over it next turn. So I have 2 double blue counters and a Pyroblast, which I can cast all of. I can cast Pyroblast, double blue counter, so I think I am going to try to Preordain here. And as always, we will... okay, teachings, it is time to teach. So we'll keep that there and pass the turn until we're in a better position to fight over Serrated Arrows. Our opponent just continuing to play the draw go game. 4 mana, Hardcast Ninja coming down, I imagine. Yep. So we're going to try to counter this. Of course, they would have to have 2 counter spells, and even then we're going to be able to we'll be able to Pyroblast it. I'm not even going to let it hit the battlefield, because who knows what they could do to defend it. So now we're going to get to resolve a Mull Drifter, and that's where we just kind of get away with things. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mull Drifter, kind of an enormous sigh of relief that I had the opportunity to do that. All right, let's see what they go with. Pyroblast the Mull Drifter, sure. The Mull Drifter resolving is a lot more important than it dealing damage. So now we'll try to fight over Serrated Arrows. We've got a Bolt for the Spell Stutter, though it might not matter. We don't have any other 1 mana interaction, so I think we might actually just pass here. And we can do that next turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're hoping to hit a land drop here. It could be time to get in a fight over the Serrated Arrows. 2, 3, 4. Only leaving up 1 counter to defend it. And I might not even want to fight over it. Spellstutter can't counter this. I don't know what I'm thinking. So it would have to be a combination of Counterspell and Dispel, which they could be using to defend their Spellstutter here. Oh my god, I haven't stopped. Like, I can't even think. All right, so I am going to, yeah, I'm gonna run out Archaeomancer to get back Pyroblast here. Yeah, it looks like that's going to bait a counter out, so that's okay. I'm all right with the counter coming down here. I don't know if I'm okay with an exclude resolving necessarily. I think tapping out here gives them way too much of a chance to resolve a Muldrifter or a Ninja. So we're just gonna pass. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Here comes Augur. I feel like that's bait. So we're gonna give them a chance to 2-for-1 once. Gonna try to kill this on their end step. We get a full grip here. Oh, they whiff on Augur. That's huge. Yep. Turn will come back to us. So this is gonna get real sticky because we have to try to like soul manipulation back a we have to try to soul manipulation back our what's his face at some point. And when we do, our opponent's gonna have an opportunity to get away with some stuff. It's almost time to like teachings for comparative analysis too, once we have enough mana to do that. I wish I was hitting my land drops. Kind of jealous right now. Here comes another hard cast Ninja. So yep, so we'll try to soul manipulation. Counter target creature spell, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Hold up. Can I tap better for this? Yeah. So let's do this. Counter target creature spell, and that was like giving away a little bit too much information. We're gonna target Muldrifter. I think with this one, it's more important. Dispel. Okay, we'll see if they have another Dispel. They might. But then we can just teachings for removal for this. There'll be one card in hand. We can teachings for removal for the Ninja, and then we have another soul manipulation to get back our Muldrifter and just start winning the game. All right, so turn comes back to us. We can just kill it with the Serrated Arrows too, actually. So we'll kill Ninja this way. Play a land, and we have ways to answer them for next turn. We're going to try to soul manipulation whatever they do cast. Get back our Archaeomancer, or get back our Muldrifter, and start moving on with our lives. All right, so soul manipulation, get back Muldrifter, because Muldrifter can draw more and attack for more. We can force it through. There's more Muldrifters. Let's go. Cast Muldrifter. Counterspell backup. Tapping out from exclude, hoping to hit a land drop. Opponent, going to kill it. No big deal. There's more where that came from. Opponent is Hellbent. We have counter magic. Let's go. We have 11 minutes to kill them. Soul manipulations are gone, so we have to find another Archaeomancer. Yep. Not too big of an issue. Opponent finds Bolt. Sure. We're going to have to defend this next Muldrifter, which kind of sucks. Yep, turn comes back to us. Let's just cast Muldrifter because we're going to have to counter removal on it, which really sucks, so that we can win the game somehow. Muldrifter comes in. Yeah, it's crazy. So we're going to counter their Lightning Bolt. Draw 2. Hopefully find a land drop. There's our other Archaeomancer. We got a plan, guys. I think Raptor's being very, very respectful about the... Oh, damn. Okay, sure. And in comes Augur. We will mill first. So we're going to kill this Augur. Turn comes back to us. We will Archaeomancer. Actually, let's just keep drifting. For now. Play Swiftwater Cliffs, pass the turn. Leaving up exclude if they find a creature spell. Whoo! There's a Fairy Miscreant. I will absolutely... Hey, we won the match! Cool! Alright, here we go. Perfect mana. And a removal spell, an Augur Bolas to start blocking. Yeah, maybe they'll play a Fairy, we'll remove it, or they'll play a Delver, we can block with Augur. Boros Monarch, we'll have time to do whatever we want for a minute. Elves, well, it's elves, so... Oh, it's going to be burn, okay. Interesting. So let's have a look at the guide real quick because it's super comprehensive and very helpful. All right, so burn. Game 1 is rough. No way to stop what they're trying to do. Lucky to even pull off a game 1 victory. Kill their creatures and try to apply pressure with Augur, Muldrifter, and your own bolts. Post-board matchup tips in our favor. Okay, so let's just play game 1 tight. And from what I understand about burn, you want to gain the life right away. There's no messing around gaining life. Every point on every single turn matters. If they resolve a creature here, then we'll flame slash it and play a tap land over our Augur. Nothing we can do about a Rift Bolt. You know what? Like, I'm almost relieved. That matchup was a whirlwind. Oh, this card is so good. I am a huge fan of Needle Drop. All right, our opponent is stuck on mana. That is paramount. So we'll cast an Augur of Bolas, hopefully start finding some of our counter magic to leave up in the future and start like our Chaomancer counter magic. I'm going to just take straight up hard counter here. We'll have an opportunity to like Flame Slash a creature, counter the next burn spell if they do get up to 2 mana. So that's what I want to do here. I think I got a little bit too much cholesterol in my blood for this. Like my heart's pumping. I just can't get through it. And play another new unique deck. Yeah, and make videos and deck decks and articles for it. That's what I do. It's just who I am. Like, I really appreciate that, by the way. But that's one of the first times somebody said, like, you put a ton of work into this. And yeah, it's true. I put a ton of work into this. But like, I'm an obsessive person. So if I'm not doing something immersive that I'm passionate about, I just get bored and I start beating up on myself really bad. So I kind of love doing it anyway. So we are going to kill this. I don't know if I even want to kill this next turn. It could just be time to play a tap land. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... I might have Searing Blaze. But they've only got 2 mana. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Bloodfell Caves. We're going to leave up hard counter. And then that'll give us an opportunity to next turn our Chaomancer back the hard counter we cast, while still kind of having other things to do. If they do cast a Thermal Alchemist here, we can Flame Slash it, then Soul Manipulation, another thing. and yeah, and really, like, it doesn't pay much at all. So I can't really find an opportunity to hire underlings. So our opponent wisely just suspending a spell there. So I wonder how that changes this turn. It kind of doesn't. I think the idea is still going to be leaving up counter magic. Of course, it's awkward that I guess we could like try to bank on them casting a creature into a soul manipulation, but that just seems really unrealistic. And we would also have to let a Rift Bolt resolve. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to pass. We're going to counter Rift Bolt, and then if they play a creature spell, we got burned a little bit, but we can always kill it later. Opponent's going to try to bolt us now. Yeah, I mean, 3 damage is 3 damage. Let's prevent it. That's one of their most efficient spells, and now we're going to be going a little bit too slow for comfort as Rift Bolt comes down, especially if they kill this, and then we have to kill this, and then we get 3 cards in their hand, and we could just die. You know, that whole bag of tricks. So let's see what happens. And also, like, if I was to like hire people to help me out, I don't really know. Oh, frig. Reasons why Flame Slash. Reasons why Counterspell would have been better. There you go. Okay, so we still got to take our time here, which is, you know, pretty unfortunate. But we will start attacking because we have to try to pressure them to eventually win. So we're going to Chaomancer back Counterspell. And we'll kill this with our Flame Slash. And just hope they don't have a creature in hand. Because if they do, it's going to be pretty awkward. We'd have to preordain into more removal. I guess like we have lots. But if we don't start attacking them, they're just going to kill us with the 3 cards that are in their hand. And yeah. Going slower doesn't help with Curse on board. So yeah, let's see if we can get through it. Pretty sure that's the only spell that would have mattered too. Yep, You could get us. 3 damage burn spell. Fire Blast. GG's. If they let us untap, we can counter Fire Blast. So we can't cast any other spells besides Counterspell, which is, you know, it is what it is. Ghostly Flicker would be sweet to start on doing some of this. That's not going to do anything. We have to leave the rest of our mana up. We can't even get one of these bad boys down. So we're just going to attack. We kind of have to leave back protection for the Lava Runner as well. I mean, they just need one. They just need 1 3-mana burn spell, and we're dead. And then we have to get like lucky, like top decking into Ghostly Flicker loops and stuff like that. So we'll see if we can't do that. Yeah. So we're only gonna attack with our Chaomancer here. And sorry, just dicking around with the window that has the primer in it. All right, let's keep going. Don't kill us, please. Please, no kills. Please, no M kill. No M kill. Magma Jet. That's close enough to M kill, so I guess like let's counter it. They also know we have Counterspell. They have 1 card in hand. It is Fire Blast, obviously. We're dead. And I'll peek. Yeah, so we're dead. So I will peek just to see what we would have drawn into. Let's find out. Wouldn't have done it. So, you know, no big. Main deck, apparently it's a tough one. So let's see. Got the sideboard guide. So Hydroblasts clearly come in. Hydroblasts come in. Luxury River Slide. Hello. Luxury River Shrine comes in. Crypt Incursion comes in. Flame Slash goes out altogether, I believe. 1 Pyroblast, 2 Serrated Arrows, 1 Electrickery, 1 Terminate, 1 Exclude. Hold up. 3 Hydroblast, 1 River Shrine, 1 Crypt Incursion, 1 Flame Slash. Okay. So Flame Slash stays. Keep these bad boys. All right, we got there. Terminate comes out. And Exclude comes out. Okay, cool. I can handle that. Thank you very much, Vaprudnir, for the follow. I feel like I might have just dragon shouted at somebody. So I'm gonna make sure. So 3 Hydroblasts, 1 Luxury River Shrine, 1 Crypt Incursion, and the 4th Flame Slash is what's coming in. Okay, sweet. So that's what we're gonna do. Get it in there. Here we go. 5 great postboard cards. Hydroblast and All-Star. Kill the creatures. Stop Fire Blast. Things like Crypt Incursion can often net us 6+ life against burn decks. Running cards like Firebrand Archer and Thermal Alchemist. Don't hesitate to target yourself with Crypt Incursion if needed. River Shrine looks odd on the surface, but in longer games can get us out of reach of critical turns faster than Pristine Talisman. Once we start netting 2 life a turn, most other spells into 1 damage effects that are easily mitigated by counter magic and life gain lands. Got it. No problem, Bozo. Thanks, man. You know I'm going to do it. Oh, I almost just blind kept that. Thank God I didn't. All right, I'm going to mulligan. We got one of these. We got one of these. Got one of these to dig us to more of these. So, not too bad. Yep. Top that. So, we are going to go mono-efficient counter magic here for a little while. Awkward to tutor up blue mana with this where we got a bolt in hand, but we can cast this 6 turns from now and like whatever. Update that game score that I haven't done yet. All right, here we go. Kicking it off. Always a wild ride against burn from the minute you begin. Hydroblast All-Star. Remove curses, kill creatures, stop Fire Blast. Gotcha. So the first 3 mana burn spell probably doesn't matter. Especially where we can leave up counter magic for the next couple turns. This Augur isn't even going to come down for a minute. Lava Runner, huh? That's kind of tempting, but I don't think it's worth a Fireblast or a Hydroblast. Especially where we could just commit this Augur next turn and like take a second off, where this kills Curse anyway. So we are going to go get blue mana. Blue mana. And pass back to us. We just draw another Hydroblast. That's good. That's really good. So we'll Augur, and then hopefully this doesn't punish us too badly. Especially where we have two Hydroblasts. I can't see them really... Oh, man. Savage Whiffery. All right. Bottom. Pass the turn. We've got the blocker now. This could be playing into a Searing Blaze. I imagine if they knew we had an Augur, they would be doing this. So, Erand. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Hope you're enjoying the craziness that is Noir Flicker tonight. It's definitely been taxing mentally. Really glad I got that warm up with that weird deck last night. Maybe I should always have net benefits come second anyway. I should just flip the order of the series. There's the Searing Blaze I was worried about, but this still isn't a super worrisome threat. So we just want to hit land drops. Killing this someday would be pretty tight. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Windows. Good timing. All right, so we'll just pass back to them. And yeah, that's all we can do. Pass back to them. See what they can do with their 2 mana. Not tap out. That sucks. I don't think I'm going to Hydroblast this, especially where it's only doing 1. Definitely wait till combat. Okay. Sketchiness intensifies. Oh, it's insane, man. It's been really fun. So we will counter Chain Lightning. That's an efficient one for them. And leaving this up because one of these is going to become an issue, but it is. Yeah, it absolutely is. K of Avalon. In the hands of Travis Horbla. And I probably am butchering that name. And we also get a primer for it right here. The deck builders are regulars on the subreddit, and they were so kind as to tell you exactly how to play this deck. You just have to be good, too. You have to be good at playing it, which I found some issues in my first match against Stompy. But I think these are like, we haven't found any of our favorable matchups yet, which is, it's definitely discouraging. I'm going to Needle Drop us. No, I think Curse is too good against us. Like, Curse and Fire Blast are what this Hydroblast has to hit. Gaining life, I'm into it. Having a Lightning Bolt to kill one of these soon, also into it. Tap land, not as into it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we gotta counter real smart here. Especially where our opponent is hitting all their land drops. Double Fire Blast is a reality I might be living in. Yep, Lava Runner's getting in. But probably still not the Hydroblast target for the turn. We're just going to tap. If they do cast something, we'll tap out to counter it. Because there's no reason to... like, we can't play around 2 spells, so we'll do that. And our opponent's left with 2 mana. More creatures would obviously be bad, just where we've been drawing awkwardly. We can't get around it. Well, glad I have this Hydroblast. So let's answer a couple of the things that they've been doing, and hope we don't die in the process, huh? Preordain first, because we're not going to be doing anything else. Get your 4th Pauper deck and paper completed today. Going to play it this weekend. What deck is it? Oh, man. Well, glad you caught the stream. Welcome to the Jank Bank, of course. As always, here we are. Jamming. This is net benefits tonight, though. We're trying hard. We're trying to win with a deck that has proven it can perform well. So we will Preordain. Could have a Fire Blast in hand. Do we die if they have Fire Blast in hand? Probably hold on to this. Kill this on their turn. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Welcome. I'm going to bottom this, and I'm going to top this, because we haven't hit our land drop this turn, and that's going to help us hit Muldrifter on time. So we'll pick this up. We will hold on to our spells, probably. Probably don't want to give away very much information. I don't think they would have Pyroblast to ruin our day, and this Lightning Bolt is just as good on their turn when they're in combat. So 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Any combination of Fire Blasts will do it. But we are going to have to pick a fight over this Curse, like on their end step. I'm just kind of playing into they might get sloppy and Fire Blast us before that. It's Demir Ponza. Oh, yeah. Get it. Get that Demir Ponza life. Yeah, so we're going to have to take 2 here. Muldrifter trades with this if we don't draw anything else next turn. But like I said, not a great place to be where Burn still has 2 cards in hand. Some combinations of Fire Blast can kill us. Yep. Down to 5. Opponent playing about as slow as possible. I think this is what they refer to, what the young kids are calling the rub-ins. You also have Mono Blue Delver and Tortured Existence. Oh man, you're all over the meta. Well, good luck with Dimir Ponza for sure. That's an interesting deck. I really enjoyed playing it. I think it's probably got to be up there. Like, it's my favorite, if not my like second favorite land destruction deck. So I'm gonna Magma Jet us. They've tapped out. Okay, let's go to 3. We have to Pyroblast this, and we have to Muldrifter into... We can't Muldrifter into anything. So we have to top deck a way to answer this. Tootswit. So I'm just going to do this in response. Because over time, this is going to do just as much damage. We just have more answers to this in our deck than we do to this. So let's hope we find them. Do whatever we want. We're super dead. Oh, dang it. I mean, like, Augur into Flame Slash, right? There's outs. We got outs. Links, we have outs. Get some Uncle Cracker Muldrifter action going on in here. We're gonna drift away. Here. Precariousness intensifies. This can go get us a removal spell for this. Burn spells. Burn's got a lot of them. So if this is a burn spell, we're dead. You're right, though. Any new whelp. Let's get some any new whelps up in the chat. Opponent playing around 3 dazes. Yeah, we're dead. Yikes. All right, let's go. Frigates. Jace. Dang it. From what I understand, Jace pretty good at magic. Well, we have 2 blue sources early. We'll find our black eventually. We have Counterspell for our double untapped blue mana when we get there. I think if this is a fast deck, this is quite sketchy because we'll be like leaning on red mana eventually, but we have 2 lands and we have ways to interact with our opponent. So it started in Legacy, moved to Standard, and then Modern, and finally Pauper. Wow. That's a journey. I think it would be greedy to mulligan this. Especially if we run in, like, we run a lot of basic islands, so if we just draw a basic island, like, I might be able to get there. So I'm going to keep this. I think from experience, you might not. If we hit a 3rd land, we can Muldrifter as well. So this is a little bit of a slower matchup. I won't be worried about it. Like, we have the tools to take our time and hit our land drops. And we're up against turn 1 Evolving. Oh, yeah. Baby. We're up against turn 1 Evolving Wilds, so I'm definitely feeling okay about my choice there. This is just going to be a straight up Evoke Muldrifter, especially where we have all of our mana to cast a Soul Manipulation when we have to. So let's see what our opponent wants to do. I don't really know if having Counterspell up against Scred Delver on turn 2 is all that important, but it is what it is. So let's go get black mana. Turn comes back to us, and like I said, we're in no rush here. We're about to grind Scred Delver out. So we'll give them a turn. Countering a Spell Stutter if it tries to come down here. Maybe even terminating. I don't know. Started the week before Origins, played some Mono Red and Dimir Control, Budget and Standard, then switched to Abzan once Theros rotated. And I didn't need Fleece Mains and Thoughtseizes anymore. Just so you sold your Fleece Mains and Thoughtseizes to get your Pauper pieces. That's sweet. In a big way about 3 years ago. Cool, right on. So I was probably like getting into Pauper casually like 2 years ago, I guess. I got into Pauper because I needed something affordable to play on Moto. Before then, I just jammed Modern with super jank. That sounds sweet too, man. So Lynx, what was really big back then? You know what I mean? Like when I started, it was all about... Yeah, I'm still not tapping out to a Vocal Muldrifter here. I'm pretty close. We're not going to play Drago for the rest of our lives. Because when I started, like, Mono Black Control was still a real deck. I think I was, like, before the advent of Drake and all of that stuff. I would have started playing Pauper around Origins as well. I might want to just, like, Lightning Bolt their face here. Because I have a feeling we're going to want to untap mana. And we don't want to be discarding to hand size in this matchup. And where we have Soul Manipulation and a bunch of counterspells, I'm going to do this. Hopefully this doesn't give them an opportunity to like Spell Stutter into Spell Stutter, where they might, but they're not. Ghostly Flicker is the draw, so we just got to keep passing. We really wish we could find some lands here, obviously. But the way they're developing, we really don't want to just run a Muldrifter out. I didn't ever get the Fleecebanes. I thought, oh, okay, they're way too expensive. Mono Red was fun and good. Dimir Control was pretty neat too. PauperLeague Ancients. So I didn't follow Standard super closely. I did see like a good bit of that Pro Tour where it was like that awesome match with Elixir of Immortality and who was playing? There's like a young guy from Canada. This is their first time doing that well on a Pro Tour against oh my god, what's his name? That's like one of my favorite matches. I can't remember. Oh my goodness. I think he's Swedish? Oh man, that's embarrassing. But anyway. Yeah, can't do anything here. Would have been awesome to try to pressure their mana with the Teachings there. We will this turn. So if they don't want to do anything, we're going to Teachings, even just to get Ivan Flock. Yes, Ivan Flock versus Jackson Cunningham. That's exactly the match. I love that match, especially because like watching, like I had been playing casually kitchen table style at that point for a while. Oh guys, what do I Teachings for here? Do I even Teachings? I think I do. So we're going to pressure their mana with Teachings so they can resolve a Muldrifter. It might just be like, oh, in turn one, we'll both had Siege Rhino and play one in hand, one on top of each of their libraries. Maybe I just get Electrickery here, because Electrickery is just so good against them. Even if they do start getting going, I guess Pyroblast is even more efficient. Pyroblast will allow us to start sneaking things through as soon as next turn. A little awkward that we have to reveal it. But if we get in a fight with Pyroblast and Spell Stutter Sprite, yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, I guess we can start casting this to draw extra cards if we keep playing Drago. That's pretty awkward. I definitely don't want to discard a hand size, so I'm going to evoke Muldrifter here. I feel like it's a little risky. We might be giving them an opportunity to have a crazy turn here. So we're going to draw a couple, and we find Augur, Serrated Arrows. We're obviously going to keep Serrated Arrows. We'll probably end up pitching this Augur. We're going to leave up Lightning Bolt in case they flash in a Spell Stutter Sprite. We want to try to kill it before they can get value off of it. So we'll pitch Augur and probably Terminate here. They're going to Brainstorm, sure. Brainstorm Fetch, man. It's a hell of a drug. Yeah, so I think we're pitching Augur. Serrated Arrows, be great to get in a fight over it next turn. Crazy that we didn't hit more land drops, though. Like, I feel like we absolutely want to be hitting our land drops. Counterspell is getting more and more inefficient as time goes on. We might pitch Terminate. We can't pitch the Soul Manipulation with the way this is going. I don't think it should be Bolt. It might just be Comparative Analysis. But I think that'll be good later on. So I think I might pitch Terminate, where it's the least efficient of our answers against stuff. And it's most easily spell stuttered. I guess so is Counterspell. Soul Manipulation we're going to need. Let's go with Terminate. Oh, well, PJMC Snooty. I got a primer right here for you, where the deck builder goes over exactly that, actually. Kind of how they arrived at it, like with a full history. It's pretty incredible. All right, so as always, ninjas are paramount here. We're going to do everything we can to play around ninjas. Wish we were drawing lands. Really, really wish we were drawing lands. Our opponent must just be on like crazy counter magic, and okay, that's sweet. All right, so we'll pass the turn. Now we can start doing some stuff with comparative analysis and lightning bolts and all that fun stuff. So we end up getting in a fight over something. I think I am going to try to snap off comparative analysis here. Keep hitting those land drops ourselves. Oh my god, man. Land drops, please. Top, and we'll bottom this. We just want land. So we'll play a land, and we can't get in a good fight over the Serrated Arrows. We'll probably end up pitching just straight up hard counter because we're a little choked on blue mana. Actually, we'll probably pitch Flame Slash. So let's pitch Flame Slash and pass the turn. Next turn, we're probably going to get in a fight over Serrated Arrows. Probably can't really win that fight, though. Our opponent might be on infinite Spell Stutters. But I guess we'll have Lightning Bolt backup, so let's try to run out arrows. Let's see how this develops. And they might see this as bait, but this is actually fairly important. We're probably not even going to get in a fight over it, because if they get like Sprite down and have some way to do the ninja, we're probably in trouble. Like get Sprite down and protect it. All right, what's going on here? Is this like Snow Go or something crazy? Mole Drifter. I will attempt to counter Mole Drifter. Let's see if they got the hard counter back. Looks like another grindy Is It Control Mirror. So Mole Drifter gets countered. Thankful for that. Fluffy. Oh, Fluffy. Oh, no, I didn't see you. I didn't see you, Fluff. I didn't see you, man. You're good. You're good. Hit our land drop. Start playing considerably faster, considering the matchup has changed now that our opponents try to resolve a Mole Drifter. Everybody's on these Scred Delver with Mole Drifter decks. It's kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can flashback teachings here. Additional Mole Drifters. We have a Mole Drifter in our bin, so let's try to tap a little less blue mana for sure. And we'll try to Soul Manipulation your Mole Drifter, targeting our own Mole Drifter. We do. So opponent's got Counterspell. I think we've got to fight over this. Like, we'll Counterspell back. So they might have another hard counter here. Obviously, that's awkward. Yeah, so they are going to get to resolve a Mole Drifter. Brutal. That was pretty bad for us. So Mole Drifter comes down, and I do think I'm going to Lightning Bolt it here. And they're still going to get to draw their 2 cards, but they have the upper hand in advantage here. Them having both hard counters there was sort of a beating. Ash Barrens comes down, we find another land drop, but we're not really doing anything else. We're able to flashback Mystical Teachings when we have to, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go get our Pyroblast if they do something. I didn't want them to find a way to like protect it next turn. I guess I could have done it on my turn, but just like mostly mana efficiency there. There's Augur. I will try to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will try to counter Augur. This is going to be a value battle, and I don't want them getting a bunch of value off of Augur. Please no more Mole Drifters. Oh my god, more Augurs. Why? To the shadows I go. Oh, I'm sorry, Fluffy Wolf. No, it's all right, man. It's all right. We should be able to get him on the next one. We played this matchup, this weird, slow Scred matchup that's coming around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 to flashback, right? Yep. So we were on kind of the unfortunate end of that. They found their Scred, and we're going to be flashing back Teachings this turn. So we can flash back Teachings for Pyroblast if they do find a Mole Drifter, but we might want to wait until Ghostly Flicker is relevant. I don't really know what's good. They have a lot of cards in hand. I don't know when the whole value thing skewed. Maybe it was when I was discarding the hand size. I don't know. Archaeomancer. Okay, so Archaeomancer, what are they targeting? Probably Counterspell. I'd imagine Counterspell or a cantrip. So let's try to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flashback Teachings. And we'll try to get our we'll try to get Pyroblast to counter this. Of course they can counter this instead. We can still kill it with Serrated Arrows around counter magic, which is useful. Of course, we gotta play fast, guys. We gotta play so fast. Counterspell. All right, so opponent is trying to get into some kind of counterspell loop here. Relevant. Yep. That's trouble. So let's try to kill the Archaeomancer. And I'm glad to have it on our turn, because if they try to flicker this in response to the second counter going on Archaeomancer, then I can flicker it to kill it before the Ghostly Flicker resolves. So we got nothing else going on. Now we're just drawing lands. So can they Ghostly Flicker with Counterspell backup? Oh, that's awkward. Wow. They kind of had it all. Yep, sure. Oh, man. Wow. I don't think they'll tap out of that counter in their hand, so I think we're going to get rid of it as it stands and just hope that they don't find another Archaeomancer, I guess. Got nothing going on in our graveyard right now. That soul manipulation kind of had to go through. So our opponent's going to counter, and they'll probably kind of get away from it here. We drew pretty badly. Our opponent drew quite well. So, let's see if they even get back Ghostly Flicker here. They do. All right. Yikes. All right, so we'll take one off of Archaeomancer. We're going to see Ninja off of Archaeomancer here. So here I was thinking about picking fights over Serrated Arrows, but they're not even a fairy deck. Ooh, second Archaeomancer. Okay, our opponent's got us locked with counter magic now. We're probably not going to find an out to that, so we're going to concede for time reasons. Let's see if they've got blue-red flicker in here. No, it is pretty fringe. It is pretty fringe. I don't know if Hydroblasts come in. They still have Screds and stuff. Is this what people call Snow Go? But this is definitely going to be tough to sideboard against. I feel like we should still be able to outvalue them. I think we just drew badly. Our Electrickeries and our Serrated Arrows should probably come out. It is weird that we saw... Maybe we just didn't see any fairies, but I feel like we would have seen a couple in the early game. Hydroblasts can stop their red magic. They're probably going to bring in Pyroblasts against us. So I think Pyroblasts are more important for us, though. They counter Muldrifter. Our Flame Slash is probably still relevant. We have to try to point as much removal of their Archaeomancers as possible. Nihil Spellbombs definitely coming in. Crypt Incursion probably not as relevant. Devour Flesh and Terminate probably aren't as relevant now that we have Pyroblasts. And we can bring in one more spell confidently. I might even want this Hydroblast. Or this Soul Manipulation. I'm going to bring in Soul Manipulation. Because if we can get their Delver... their Muldrifter with a Soul Manipulation, I think that puts us in a pretty good position. Yeah, so let's hope I understand what's going on. That all of this was correct. But it looks like we're going to have to try to grind it out from a game loss against a control deck again. So let's see if we can't. I'd love to play first. I don't think it's awkward enough to mulligan. It doesn't really do anything, but with all the filtering we're going to be doing, we have the mana we're looking for early. We have our 2 untapped blue sources, untapped red source, untapped black source. So, if we're going to be playing Draw Go for a while, this Muldrifter is going to be super important. Nihil Spellbomb will shut down their Flicker Loop. We'll probably want to resolve this on turn 1. So we will. Opponent thinking about going to 6. Spellbomb, pass turn. I wonder if they're playing like Dazes and stuff. It is so weird to hit these control matchups like straight away. I'm gonna play this out. They might be playing something like Disrupt, which is counter target sorcery spell. I think we have all but one land that we need. So let's keep one island. That could have been a little greedy there. Opponent's gonna cycle an Ash Baron, sure. Gotta play a lot faster here. So we'll pass the turn. We're gonna get a red mana for this Bolt next. And Augur. That's not good. He who casts the first Augur and all that. So yeah, their hand already developing a little bit better than ours. But we'll see what happens. Man, now I'm thinking they're like running ninjas and stuff. Like, what's going on here? So I want to make sure we get our mountain. Turn comes back. We find a counterspell. Good enough. Pass the turn. Though we may need this counterspell to fight through their counterspells. I think I'm going to kill this Augur. Any damage is bad damage against this deck. They're a Muldrifter or Archaeomancer Flicker deck. So that's what's on the way. There's the Preordain, so we can get rid of this Revealed Zone. Let's see what they do with Preordain. Jace Man. So if anybody's wondering, this is probably Janice Stone's blue-red Flicker list, if I were to guess. So maybe I should go take a peek, see if I can look it up. See what's going on. Yeah. Control mirrors, man. They get pretty sticky. Opponent on 2 blue mana. Is this an Augur? Best way to deal with an Augur is to not let it enter the battlefield. And I think I'm going to evoke a Muldrifter next turn. Ooh. Let's get our Chaomancer down. They don't have access to red mana right now, and this will get back our counterspell, which is going to let us resolve this Muldrifter more easily. If they do have an answer for this somehow, then that's all right. We've got enough value out of it. This might be one of those times where we don't go get our black mana. It turns on our soul manipulations, which I think are going to be a lot more relevant later. Opponent's going to cantrip a bit. Might cast this into 2 blue open mana. If they don't have 2 blue open, Drifty Boy's coming down quick. Opponent's going to put 1 card on bottom, 1 card on top. Is it Boilerworks back their island? And I imagine hard counters up here. Doesn't even have to be anything shady going on. They probably just know that it's time for Drifty Boys. So we're just going to make our land drop here. It's definitely looking like blue-red flicker. And attack with our Chaomancer. Our opponent might try to run out their own Muldrifter next turn, so we have to be cautious about that as well. Is that Janus Stone Flicker? Brainstorm. It's gonna be Brainstorm Fetch. I'll check it out. I'm a little worried about my computer getting mad about having a bunch of tabs open. Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. Deep analysis is... Oh, I don't know, though. Do we see Harvest Fire out of them? I know somebody cast a Harvest Fire tonight. Brainstorm Fetch it is, opponent. Savagery. And they're going to pass it back. We're not going to be running a Muldrifter into counter magic this day, so we're going to attack with our Chaomancer. Just keep trying to put ourselves in a position where we can win a counter war. If they win another one, oh buddy, we're probably in trouble. Let's see what this is. Cycling Ash Barrens. Getting another shuffle off that Brainstorm. Snuck over Mountain. So it looks like you're going to try to remove this. I think we got to let it go, especially where we've got this. Yep. Gonna tap a bunch of mana. Seagate Oracle. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Oh man, I really hope we top a Pyroblast. That'd be so sick. I think it's close. I think it's like... yeah, opponent was on 18 turn clock with our Chaomancer. Reasons to defend our Chaomancer. Okay, so yep, just gonna play this. Bounce this. Pass the turn. Next turn, we got Muldrifter with counter backup. And who knows, maybe our opponent has more counter magic than we do. Got a heck load of counter magic. We're gonna fight over just about any creature here. Drifty Boy. So try to manip the drift. No creatures in our own graveyard, which is a little unfortunate, but I think we got it here, folks. Time to turn the corner. Nice. That's not how we tap like that. Hold on. Probably actually want to leave up red mana. This might be too trivial for how little time it's saving. How much am I telegraphing to them here? Yep. So we'll draw 2, found a Pyroblast and an Augur. I think we want to get an Augur down here as well. No, they might have another Drifter. So let's take our time. We are a control deck. We don't have a lot of time to take, but we are going to take what time we can. Opponent continuing to hit land drops. And it looks like they are going to try to run it back. So here comes Muldrifter. We're going to use our Pyroblast first, because if they Hydroblast back, we want to be able to counterspell. And if we can do a fight here, we just get to resolve our own Muldrifter. Prohibit. Do they have Dispel? They don't. Okay. All right. Let's go. Go to combat. Attack with Muldrifter. We're actually going to kill the Seagate Oracle to speed up the clock. We're going to cast Muldrifter first. We might find Pyroblast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drifty Boy. Draw 2 cards. Plain Island. Plain Augur. Still trying to find... Ooh, there's Ghostly Flicker. Okay. Take Ghostly Flicker. Bottom this stuff. Flame Slash this. So we're really trying to get that inevitability going now. They're going to get a chance here, but we've countered 2 Mull Drifters. If they're just on more Mull Drifters... but anyway, we're going to try to set up our own kind of Ghostly Flicker loop here. Mull Drifter. Okay, so they are on 3 Mull Drifters. Cool. It is what it is, I guess. And they're not going to subject their Ghostly Flicker to any graveyard hate. We're trying to be aware of graveyard hate this whole time, too. We might find some removal for this. So that's why we're going to Augur. Nothing. Whiffed on Archaeomancer number 2. Little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's go to combat. And attack, attack, attack. Got a pretty decent board. What if they have like Swirling Sandstorm or something? Probably should have killed. I probably wouldn't have been able to kill it, right? So we're going to trade. I'm not going to Ghostly Flicker here because they could just have counter magic, and that really ruins our day. We're still up a Mull Drifter, and if they tap super low here, then that will give us an opportunity to do that a couple times and refill our hand. But I don't know if they're going to do that. Got to be really conscious of this Nihil Spellbomb timing. Stormbound Geist, sure. Speaking of, yeah, right. So I still have Drifter, which is good. Opponent going to Stormbound Geist. Okay. Okay. Fair enough, opponent. Not going to force any action right now. We're going to go to combat. Just drawn lands. Nothing in our graveyard worth noting. Probably should have attacked with this. Oh, okay. So I'm just a little late on it. Giving our opponent a little bit of information here. They know that Ghostly Flicker is the only card left in our hand. Might lose by 1 because I didn't attack with their Archaeomancer. I wish I could have 6 here, but I can't. Because if they, like, Archaeomancer and they have Ghostly Flicker mana up, then we need to do this. So, not going to be the case. Like, I'm okay with them attacking with these. I'm at 22. So come on in, Geists. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Cool. Stormbound Geist going to attack. I will not oblige them by blocking. And turn comes back to us. Turn comes back to us. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. We're just going to hard run out this Mull Drifter here. We haven't seen any of their hard counters yet. So I guess we could expect something like that coming. Absolutely okay with forcing a bit of action here. Yeah, it's pretty good. If they try to kill it, or kill this, I will do this to get the counter magic out of their hand so that I can resolve this Mull Drifter. So, yep. So we will Ghostly Flicker this and this. Hopefully they only have 1 counterspell. Obviously, if they have 2 counterspells, this is kind of a disaster. There's the Pyroblast. Ooh, they've only got the 1. Okay, so our Archaeomancer dies. They take 2. They'll lose a bit of mana in this exchange. And yeah, let's just hope they don't have another counterspell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to resolve Mull Drifter. Shouldn't have tapped my red mana there, but it is what it is. Now that we have another Nihil Spellbomb, they really don't have any good attacks. We'll pass. Okay. I just wanted to get this down under counter magic. Gonna attack with 1 Stormbound Geist. Okay. Still not gonna trade my Mull Drifter with it. I might trade on attacks later on, but the life doesn't matter enough. So go to combat. Attack with everything. And when this dies, I'll Nihil Spellbomb it on the Undying trigger. There's no reason to put myself down. I'm Muldrifter attacking there. So we'll block. Yep. Goes to the bin. Nihil Spellbomb you. Black mana. We will yes. Pretty awesome draw. And opponent going to Pyroblast and Augur. Sure, no problem. Get your cards exiled, and I don't see any reason we shouldn't even play land. If we get a Mystical Teachings or something like that, I think we have plenty of mana. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. We have 2 cards in hand. I'm sure they can't attack with this. And they will pass. Okay, Preordain. Let's Preordain. If we can find removal for this and Nihil Spellbomb it that way, then... Ooh, Comparative Analysis. Don't mind if I do. Comparative Analysis. Ourselves. There's Teachings. 2, 3, 4. Teachings. Go get... Lightning Bolt, probably. Lightning Bolt. Bolt this. We're going to lose a little bit of mana here, but it's okay. What's our opponent up to? They're going to flicker those 2, so we're going to try to counter flicker. And I wonder if they have counter magic. If they don't, we'll at the very least get to eat their flicker. We get to eat both here if they don't. Opponent. Second Ghostly Flicker? Last card in hand? Okay, sure. And Bolt will not resolve, so we are going to play land and Preordain. Manipulation on top, Island on bottom. Go to combat, attack with both. Planning to Spellbomb this away. Yep. Spellbomb you. Get rid of those flickers. Find an Archaeomancer. So we should be alright here, gang. Opponent, no cards in hand, no cards in graveyard. They're going to have some pretty stellar top decks to get out of it. We're also going to have to start playing super fast. Archaeomancer would obviously be pretty good. Seagate Oracle, sure. Doesn't matter. And we're going to get back Ghostly Flicker with Archaeomancer. 1, 2, 3. Get back. Oh my god, the one freaking spell they found was Counterspell. Well, that's not a big deal. We will return. We'll do that next turn. Let's just pass. Yep, just passing. Not a great place to be when you got this little time. And they're going to attack with Seagate Oracle. Maybe we shouldn't have given them a chance to find another one, but... So we'll Soul Manipulation back our Archaeomancer. They don't have any counter magic up. Oh, we keep finding lands, so let's Archaeomancer for Soul Manipulation. Soul Manipulation. Archaeomancer. Well, they don't have any counter magic. Archaeomancer for Ghostly Flicker. And we're going to kill them with Lightning Bolts. Play land so that we can flicker in response to something and pass. I don't know if I can win another game in 10 minutes, though. I legitimately don't. And especially where we're going to have to try to, like, do a bunch of fancy stuff. So kill this. Combat. Swing. The second one, eh? Yeah. Money. Pass here. Probably actually shouldn't have. But we'll try to do some Ghostly Flicker shenanigans on their end step. Or in response to this, I guess. Drifter. Okay, so let's do this. Hope they don't have counter magic. Kind of unlikely, honestly. Dang, dude, okay. So nothing we can do about that. We could have flashback teachings, actually. So get back soul manipulation. And 1, 2, 3. Soul manipulation like this. Hope they don't have more counter magic. Turn comes back to us. Combat. Swing for 2. Archaeomancer for Bolt. Bolt UGGs. Bolt UGGs. Oh, guys, I can't do it. I can't do it in 9 minutes. I could have flashback teachings there. That was kind of a... But anyway. Got there. So I don't know. I think we sideboarded pretty optimally. I wouldn't mind being a little bit faster. Just gonna play fast now. We're about to go to game 3. I got 9 minutes. Yeah, get back the dead Archaeomancer, counter the Drifter, stall on the stack. Oy vey. That was pretty fancy though, hey? Alright, opponent. Come on, man. Let's effing go. Match 4. 10 minutes, 16 minutes on the first 2 games. That's true, though. I might be able to do it in 9 minutes. We're down on clock against our opponent. Opponent choosing whether or not they want to play first. Maybe this is going to be on the draw. We're going to keep this. Got an Augur, got a Cantrip, got a Muldrifter. Time to play super fast. We're going to go get... we should run in a Gorilla Shaman. Pass turn. We're going to go get red mana with this because we don't have a counterspell in hand. And the best thing we can do is kill an Augur. That sucks, but whatever. Means we're going to get to resolve our own Augur, but I might just kill theirs because it's going to put them off being able to do anything to us. See if it finds anything. Nope. Sweet. So we'll Lightning Bolt this. And no time for being fancy. We'll Preordain. Get an Exclude. Pass turn. Oh, okay. Bruce by the Magic Guy, what's up? I know, hey? It's the best Clock Eater. I wonder if our opponent knew. Oh man, I really would have liked to exclude that. Play land, pass. We might die to this. That might be how that is. Yep. I guess we could find another removal spell or a Nihil Spellbomb, but... yeah, our opponent's on that next level right now. Gets a mountain, sure. Opponent about to leave up all that mana. Yep. Not going to do anything right now. Sure. And we'll go get black mana. Black mana. Our turn. Play... probably Island, so that we can let Bolt Exclude, pass turn. Need to find a way to deal with this, and that's it. That's the only thing that matters right now. It's a sweet deck. It's tough. It's definitely tough to pilot. I've been having some issue just like being fast enough. I think you really got to go subconscious. And like, hey, I'm almost there. So it's our turn. We can leave up an Exclude and still resolve our own Augur. So we're going to resolve Augur like this. We're not going to fight over it. Let it go. We're going to take Counterspell. It's the only thing we can take. Now they know we got a counter in hand. We always have, but now they know we do. And we'll pass turn. Exclude up. Can't auto yield because counter magic. We're going to start returning this favor from the Stormbound Geist. No graveyard hate to fight around any kind of Archaeomancer shenanigans. Yep. And yeah, we still got to be on the back foot here until we find more removal magic for this. It's so risky to kill it, man. So risky. Without a Nihil Spellbomb down. Go like this, and we're leaving up Exclude Counterspell if they try to Muldrifter here, or resolve another one of these bad boys. It's pretty good against us here. We have our own, which would be nice. I think we resolve a couple of these. That's definitely a way to win the game in 9 minutes. Do we have anything in our graveyard? Yep. Yep. I'll be going right down to 1 against this bad boy. So Water Cliffs. Okay. I can live with that. We can't force through a Muldrifter here, so there's no point in trying to cast it. And F. Not attacking with Augur. Next level plays. Yep. Be nice to find another removal spell. I think we went kind of light on them the way I decided to sideboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast a Muldrifter. See if they got it. I will fight over this. If they resolve an Augur, then so be it. And we'll probably lose, but you know, it is what it is. So we got our Drifter, sweet. And I will be blocking this, trying to Lightning Bolt it with Counter Magic backup next turn. Yep. Drift comes down. Removal magic? Sure. Draw 2 cards. Can't do anything with that stuff. Attack. Yeah, this Relic is kind of messing my day up here. I think it would be even harder in Paper, honestly, because so much of the priority passing is automated. Oh god. That might be it. Man, did we ever fight the good fight though? Now heal Spellbomb. Well, that's a start if we can force this bad boy through. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I want to leave red mana up. Cast Muldrifter. They're gonna let it resolve. Sweet. Draw a couple cards. One of them's an Ash Barrens. Haven't made our land drop this turn, so we are going to cycle this for blue mana. Don't have any more swamps. Play our blue mana. Preordain. Set up our next couple turns. Bottom. Bottom. Don't need that stuff. Pass turn. Alright. Next turn, we're going to try to kill 2 Stormbound Geist at instant speed. Not attacking with Augur or Bolas is like the dumbest. I don't know that it will work, but we're going to try to make it work. We're going to take 4 here down to 6 as well. They're a Lightning Bolt deck. So there's that too. Muldrifter, sure. I'll have to find an answer for that eventually too. Turn comes back. Turn comes back. Okay, so Power Blast this. Whole priority. Lightning Bolt this. Let that resolve. And Crack Knight, heal Spellbomb targeting you. Play black. Yep. Draw a card. Another Teachings. No Geists. Try to resolve our own Geist. Just to know if there's any nonsense going on here. Do this whole thing. Go to combat. Swing. Whew. All sequenced in this for the sake of efficiency. I promise you. So I think we're going to see our own opponent's kind of flurry of removal spells on this. But we have our Chaomancers and we got some Teachings. We got 5 effing minutes on the clock. I should have been attacking with our Chaomancer. Here goes Relic. Yep, certainly making this worse. But these can go get us another Bolt. That's not a big deal. Sure. We can't counter. Oh my god, more Drifters. Dude. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Teachings. For Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt this. And play a land. Sneak through our Chaomancer. Get our Bolt back. Oh, dude. Come on. Get our Bolt back. Lag, please. I've got 5 minutes to do this, man. We're going to go to 2. We're going to go into lightning bolt range. Whatever. Live dangerously. Oh, God. Our opponent might attack with the Muldrifter and give us the GGs here. Yep. Is this it? Is that it? Is it lightning bolt? Is it over? Opponent's going to brainstorm. Sure. Oh my God. I just do it. Frig. So let's see if we can't eke one out here for a 2-3. A lot of control mirrors. That one was so close too. Okay. Delver. Okay, well this is supposed to be where we excel. So we can't remove one of their early creatures just yet, so we are going to preordain. I think it'd be a little greedy to bottom. This might sound crazy, but I'm going to top because it's going to allow us to try to force their hand with this Stormbound Geist, and then in a couple of turns we can force through a counterspell. I don't think having extra, or sorry, force through Serrated Arrows. I don't think having too many lands here is going to be an issue. We really got to get this down. It'd be sweet if they didn't flip this. Playing chicken with counterspells and Muldrifters. Yeah, I don't know that there's a better way to describe it, really. So they need hard counter for this this turn. They saw that we topped with Preordain. Is this just Ninja? That would obviously be bad. Having them go down counter magic here, obviously pretty good. But yeah, I think it's kind of ironic that we hit, like, you know, some of this deck's neutral to worse matchups. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad that I have a guide to at least tell me that it wasn't just all suboptimal play. Although I'm sure it wasn't pristine. All right, so let's see if I got hard counter for Stormbound Geist. Now, if they have hard counter for Stormbound Geist, they probably don't have it for Serrated Arrows, and we'll get to resolve that very shortly. And here comes hard counter. We'll get that back later. So here comes Delver Flip, I'm assuming. Maybe not. Maybe not. Dang it. Finding a red spell to force through with one of these bad boys on this next turn, that'd be sweet. What if we're just playing this another like weird Delver counter variant? We're seeing a gush from our opponent. I don't know if this turn is going to be one of those gush turns or not. Ooh, man. Come on, untap land. Come on. And our opponent even finds the Scred off of Augur. All their creatures hyper efficient to this point. There's Exclude. So we can't leave up Exclude for anything this turn. We don't have any 3-mana spells we want to cast. We're going to pick up this Mountain. And yeah, we're just hoping to resolve the Serrated Arrows next turn and start picking away at this Delver. And their fairies. Makes the rest of their counter magic a lot worse. We're in sort of an awkward position in terms of countering spells. So if they gush, I will counter. They can't spell stutter it, so if they try to do anything about that, then, you know, it is what it is. Yep, we're at 13. What do you got? Preordain. Sure. So that's good. No other untapped blue source. Card on top, one card on bottom. So we're going to get the Serrated Arrows down. Like I mentioned, it'd be pretty sweet to find a removal spell for this. There's a lot of Serrated Arrows counters. 2 blow. Just more lands. Cool. So we're going to tap like this and cast Serrated Arrows. Hope they don't have like main deck negate. I've seen some of these decks that just like, they really get you. They really get you with random stuff. And sometimes you don't have an opportunity to recover. So we'll pass the turn. We're going to let them go to attacks at least before we start trying to counter up this Delver. I guess I can ninja it back, but that's cool too. I definitely don't want to be tapped this low, but this is so good against them. Yep. Okay, so we will counter it now so that they can't just ninja all willy-nilly like. But then ninjaing here, like we can counter this on the way back down. We could even like, if we're desperate, we could teachings. But yeah, I don't know. If they don't cast anything here, we might be okay. Because that gives us an out to kill this and then start excluding counterspelling and all that fun stuff. Teaching zings for spells we care about. They're gonna gush. Okay. Do they already make their... No, they haven't made their land drop. So that makes a lot of sense. Going up to 4 mana for that hard cast ninja. More augurs. Dang it. They've got a good Delver draw. So we're certainly being put to the test here. Yep. Come on, whiff. Augur whiff. Nice. All right. I think we're going to get to kill this, which is kind of nice. Muldrifter would be sweet. Be so sweet. Ponder, sure. We'll see what they do with Ponder. Yeah, weird old decks tonight, gang. We'll want to Ghostly Flicker this at some point, obviously. Because right now it was just 4 mana, kill a Delver, kill a Fairy. Which honestly, that's not that bad. Alright, so we draw another land. Don't need a ton of those, but we're okay. We'll take them for now. So we'll kill Delver, play land, pass the turn, Mystical Teachings for all sorts of nonsense that we might need to cast. Nothing really comes to mind as something I want to cast right now. I think we want to keep up Exclude, Counterspell, and if they give us the opportunity on their turn, I think Electrickery is so good at this deck, I might just do that now. Yep. Doing all that stuff, and I think we're in a counter the cantrip zone. Just about. We have to kill these augurs at some point, too. And if they do decide to ninja, I'll be happy to... Okay, don't care about that. If they do ninja, then we should be open to teachings for a removal spell for it. No blocks. No effects. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to run out teachings. For removal spell, I believe. Got a lot of options. Lots of counter magic. Maybe it's time to Ghostly Flicker? That seems a little preemptive. I actually think that's best. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to get Ghostly Flicker. Oh man, deck. Like, it's cool. Like, I need mana eventually, right? But I'd prefer if you would give it to me at a time that was more convenient. So we'll kill Delver, pass the turn, planning to flicker this with counter backup on their end step. Or if they tap low here. So let's see if they will. It appears they will not. Yep. Oh, they could ninja now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wonder if they have a hard counter for this teachings. It's a little bit of a disaster. They might just have Spell Stutter Sprite for whatever, but I think we gotta do it anyway. Pyroblast is our safest bet, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, maybe they got the Spell Stutter, maybe they don't. They might have another ninja to protect this ninja, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? Upkeep stop to save our serrated arrows. Yep, hard counter for Pyroblast. Got it. Savage. Well, they got a ninja down. We're at 5. Am I just like, yeah, sorry. I'm in the zone. Like, I'm so in the zone about playing this match through that I'm like, just like freaking out. We might find a red removal spell, or a black removal spell. So I'm actually going to tap like this to do the flickering. We don't have to sacrifice. Come on, removal magic. Cool. Sweet. All right, go ahead, opponent. I guess. Oh my goodness, this ninja has been too good. And they're a lightning bolt deck, so like we're pretty close here now. So we'll put a counter on this. Start making our way down to Kill Town on the ninja. Take 2 down to 3 into bolt range against the bolt deck. Like a lot. I think like mostly. We've resolved 5 spells, or we've cast 5 spells. 6, I guess. So a good amount. We're on turn 8. So I guess we have cast something every turn. It's Augur, so we will exclude this way. And we're not going to go down any more counter magic. Sure. Because they might have lightning bolt. And we die if they do. So I guess if they don't, then Augur might find it. And that was worse, but Augur did not find it. Thank God. I think they're going to wait until they can try to like force through a lightning bolt. Oh my deck. Bud. Okay, so play a land, about to go to 1 here, and lose our serrated arrows very shortly. I'm killing the ninja sorcery speed to try to prevent them from having the opportunity to find like a snap or something. I know some of these decks play that. We're dead to just ninja here though. Like dead to so much. We were dead to like end step spell stutter. Yep. Saving these counter spells for burn. Although it might not matter. No land. All right. Okay. So, Blue-Red Delver slightly favorable. So we want to take out 2. We want to take out a Terminate and a Devour Flesh. That was just some straight up bad running right there. I'm bringing 2 Pyroblasts. So we're supposed to prey on this deck, I believe. So let's prey on it a little bit. We hit one of our good matchups to close out the night, so let's make it a good matchup. By golly. Yeah. And they were whiffing on their augurs and stuff like that. We did draw a lot of lands. And yeah, and they had good counter magic for everything that would have saved us. That's magic, dude. Sometimes you go sometimes you run bad a couple nights in a row. It happens. And it would be fine if the YouTube comments weren't so savage about it. I think everybody has bad weeks. I have particularly bad weeks because I completely shoot myself in the foot on Tuesdays. Playing too much jank. Also, I'm sweating like crazy right now. Those control mirrors get the blood pumping, man. Whew. Just going. Oh man, no problem, K of Avalon. It's really great to meet you tonight. Thank you and welcome. And hopefully we'll see you around again soon. Good luck putting your last Demir Panza pieces together and go take out somebody's lands. Serve them. Get them. Woof. Can you like see the sweat through my shirt? I feel like that'd be pretty embarrassing. Oh man, how you doing, Shades? How you been? We're just here. Delver opponent's going deep on the sideboard. So hopefully we can get on the play. We can develop our mana a little bit more quickly. Removing their early threats and denying their value off of Spellstutter Sprite. Ninja of the Deep Hours is generally the most important card in this matchup. You should avoid getting hit with it whenever possible. Try to keep their board clear and play patiently to resolve your card advantage spells. Eventually, your better endgame will take over. In game 1, we have many high mana cost spells, and they only have 4 counter spells to stop them. If you're going to stack with action, don't be afraid to jam Muldrifter or Serrated Arrows into a counter spell. It's fine if they bolt your Muldrifter, you can get it back later with Soul Manipulation. Just make sure the fairies don't get out of control and start countering your high cost spells. So, yeah. Let's just try to beat them. Man, Soul Manipulation's art is crazy too, eh? This deck is so sick. That's a Muldrifter right there. It's trying to trick you into thinking it's a dragon, but that's actually a Muldrifter. I mean, Pyroblast, Augur, evoke a Drifter to keep the action flowing. Can't be too bad. I'm definitely not above straight killing a Delver. I don't know if I want to leave a fairy on board. But I feel like I like being proactive about Ninja. And I feel like killing that turn 1 fairy that's going to create a Ninja situation, it's a good way to prevent them. So let's see if we can't do that. Opponent, Island. Ponder. You may. I think I have to go back and read that. I'm pretty sure Kung Fu Trees did a write-up about when it's correct to counter the cantrip, and I feel like I gotta brush up on that. And they're not gonna shuffle. Okay. So we'll expect Delver next turn, which means we have to line ourselves up to be able to kill it, but for now we're gonna get the first Augur of the game, and hopefully we'll start steamrolling advantage. Flame Slash is like meh. Pretty meh here, but whatever. Let's see what their next turn looks like. If they're leaving up counter magic, we'll evoke Muldrifter. This is Augur. I will have Wish I countered it. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they're choked on red mana or something here, or like what's going on. I also don't know if I should evoke Muldrifter or just keep developing my mana. I think I'll keep developing my mana. Leave up Hydroblast, or leave up Pyroblast. There's no reason to not go to combat first here, so I will. And then next turn we can continue leaving up mana to evoke a Muldrifter. So actually, if that's the case, I should hold on to this Dimir Aqueduct till I can start emptying my hand a little bit. Spell Stutter. Dead. That's what I'm talking about. So like if that gets down and they get the ninja, then I'm trying to kill a ninja with a Pyroblast and I get the Spell Stutter, and then, you know what I mean? Just gets a little too... gets too out of hand too quick. Yep. Our turn. They might run that back, which is... deck. Dude, like... Why? I'm going to evoke Muldrifter with all blue mana because we might find Pyroblast. I'll let it go, draw a couple cards. There's a Bolt that's pretty good for proactivity. So we'll go to attacks, get him with Augur. Hope they don't have answers. So I think they might be trying the same thing here. They're going to try to Spell Stutter, get Ninja down next turn. If we can Bolt it, fantastic. Looks like they're just going to get a removal spell for the Augur, which I'm cool with as well. They're probably a little flooded on... Sprite comes down. Bolt the Sprite. Daze? Cool. If that would have been Daze... It'd be almost ideal if they did run out a creature here that I could Flame Slash. That's good. That's real good. They're like, I'm getting this heckin' ninja down, opponent. And I'm like, nah, man. I'm going to kill that ninja big time. And I think I'm actually going to keep running out our untapped mana. We'll preordain. We might find some interaction here. I think I'm going to top both of these. So top... It might not even be time. We have 2 more copies of this in Mystical Teachings, and that could be more useful in the meantime. And we're going to resolve another card advantage spell here where we have the chance. Choose us. Go to combat. There's another copy of Flicker right on time. And if we can if we can take it slow over the next couple turns, going to get like another removal spell with this, force our Muldrifter, that whole shebang, then we should be okay. Opponent choosing to not tap out for Ninja here. We can play Drago for a minute. We haven't seen any of their hard counters, so I think getting... Ooh, okay. Arrows. Because if this eats a hard counter, Muldrifter won't next turn. I'll let it go. We'll Swift Water Cliffs, go to combat, attack with Augur. We do want to get our Mystical Teachings out in kind of short order here, so it may be time to... It may have been time to commit 18 turn clock. Let's go. It may have been time to commit the Bazooka Bog or the Dimir Aqueduct there. Yep, sure. No qualms about that. You have bolted the Augur. Be really nice to find something to fight their counterspell. Ninja, eh? Well, that's awesome, because we're going to kill that. And resolve a Maul Drifter. And things should get kind of out of hand. Probably shouldn't get in the habit of doing that on my upkeep, but it is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No reason to tap our dual land there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast a Maul Drifter. Draw a couple cards. Another Maul Drifter. Fantastic. Bog back an island. Pass turn. Alright. Gonna start killing them a little bit faster here. And now we got Teachings, Serrated Arrows. Probably will go get our Ghostly Flicker now. We're going to get whatever counter magic we can out of their hand with our Maul Drifters. We might leave Teachings up to eventually tutor out a Soul Manipulation or something like that. We're going to find the hard counter here. Nope, no hard counter. Sure. Draw a couple cards. And yeah, both pretty decent cards. So we'll pass the turn. They might try to force our hand a little bit here. I don't know if this is going to be like another fairy trying to get a ninja down or something, but we should be kind of stabilizing a little bit here. Maul Drifters are fine. I don't care if they kill these. I will win with X1s if I have to. I'm gonna Pyroblast it. Yep, nothing we can even do about that. And they scoop it up. Cool. All right, so at least we get to put another game on it. Let's go. Let's take another match down. Go 2-3 at least. And at least that way we can say we beat the Scred Delver decks like we were supposed to. I'm going to leave it as is. I didn't really see any spicy tech in their deck. So, yeah. Continue following expert advice and mull 2-5 or something. Ever since you played that Gruul Kitty deck, you've been trying to jam Granger Guild Mage and a Naya Shell. Ooh, yeah, I imagine it is. I think that's like a spicy meatball. Get 2 draw steps and a Preordain. I don't think going down... Nice. I don't think going down too far on mana against this deck is a good idea. Our opponent kept a no-lander, maybe. Never mind. Okay, cool. So we are going to commit our tap land here. Pass the turn. And depending on how they operate, we might run out Augur. We might be in that awkward position where we have to try to bolt a ninja through disruption. If they play a fairy, it's gonna bite the dust. Augur, dang it. Pretty good when your opponent gets the first Augur. So now they can do... Okay, well... They can do some fancy stuff here with, like... You know, if I commit this, hoping to block this so that they don't get ninja down, then they may have, like, untap island. Ninja that, you know, kill this, ninja this back. So we're just going to take our time here. Make sure they don't have any early creatures. I think we kind of have time to find our 5th land. Especially a tap one. So I'm going to bottom this and top this. If that was a black source, I would have kept it, but I think this is better. So let's keep doing this. Yep. Your turn, opponent. So let's see if they can get a fairy with some backup to kind of quash our plans. Fairy, sure. No way to protect it, so we're going to run it back here again. This lightning bolt should resolve, and when it does, we'll have an opportunity to get down our augur. So we'll bolt this. No ninja for you, opponent. How many times must I tell you? So we'll cast this. They might Pyroblast this. Augur's a pretty good card, so I wouldn't blame them for doing so. We got a Soul Manipulation. That's going to be important later. I'm going to take Mystical Teachings now. Even though it's mana hungry, we're going to be up to that 4 mana trying to go off stage here shortly. They're going to get 1 turn to get an evasive creature down. And, you know, that's about as dangerous as it can get. Opponent's going to pass with Spell Stutter up, probably thinking about countering one of our cantrips. Flame Slash is okay. Yeah, so we're just going to leave up Counterspell here for the Spell Stutter. Combat, attack, just trying to play as fast as possible here. Because clock might become an issue if we keep grinding them out. I hope so. I hope so. And they're also missing land drops? Yeah, that's good. Definitely good news for us. Granted, they can operate pretty well on not that many lands, but I can fetch this. I don't know if they're going to brainstorm here or something. Opponent's going to pass, sure. No instant speed, anything for us to do. And we're just going to jam the serrated arrows. I don't know what they could counter it with. Nothing. Negate. So we'll go to combat with Augur. And now that this is down, we have Mystical Teachings in hand. I feel like we should be okay. They are going to get an opportunity for a big turn next turn. Sure, spreads that. That's good. So no flash, flyer. Oh, we could kill it, I guess. Opponent's starting to hit land drops here. They're going to pass. Yep. Now we want to hit land drops too. So we will preordain. Keep the Ghostly Flicker. Oh man, we got both? Oh god. Okay, well I'm going to bottom this. Our late game. Oh, I don't want to have to go looking for this again. What do we need more? Lands. Oh, okay, goodbye. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll shuffle someday. No land drop, that's not good. But we do have removal, for what that's worth. As always, we'll be killing their flash creatures as they come down or countering them. So we'll see what happens here. No shame about countering an Augur Bolas. Comparative analysis, it's pretty good. Mystical Shuffles, yeah, so when we have to teachings, I might just straight comparative analysis on their end step. Their Spell Stutter, okay. So I feel like I passed priority. I was a little bit worried. So we'll kill Spell Stutter. And Spell Stutter, I was supposed to counter that. Oh, I don't know if I can get out of this one. Okay. I might give him a card off Ninja. That's not good. That's not good juju. Yeah, so here comes Ninja. Nothing we can do about that. Let's just pretend that I was playing around something else. Sure, Ninja time. So they'll get one card out of it. Let's do our own 2-for-1 that doesn't deal 2 damage. It's like just a little less good than Ninja. See if they found a land drop. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. They're gonna preordain. They're gonna ponder. Okay. It's getting a little touchy here. Kind of awkward. I really want to do this here. We got to start hitting land drops. So this is going to go south real quick. Opponent's going to pass. So we are going to comparative analysis ourselves and start working on this Ninja. Okay, so kill Ninja. Still no lands, because sweet. We got to evoke a Muldrifter here. Glad to have backup in Serrated Arrows against their Spell Stutters and stuff. Flame Slash is just a little bit too inefficient here. Of course, it'd be nice to not have to discard a hand size. It looks like we won't. Which is kind of nice. Okay, so pass it over. We have our 5 mana now. We can start our Chaomancering back stuff. We can start teaching for our late game. Serrated Arrows on board. Pass back to our opponent. 5 cards in their hand. A couple of good Gush turns could definitely turn this around for them. Let's see what this is. Augur. Speaking of turning it around, Pyroblast. Also, No anything else. Interesting. There's a Muldrifter. I don't think there's any reason to be doing that. So we will Flame Slash this. Or we know that Pyroblast is the card in their hand. I think that's the safest play. And let's resolve another arrows. Because this should give us an out to future double Spell Stutter turns. They might hard counter this, but then they can't commit enough Spell Stutter. Yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, we're just hoping to find enough lands to be able to fight through this. Opponent's just going to keep passing. Worth noting that they have Spell Stutter Sprite in hand for whatever that's worth. So I don't think jamming Archaeomancer here is worth anything. I'm just going to pass. We'll leave up Counter Magic and Mystical Teachings because that might matter. We can Teachings for a Hydroblast to fight through their fight a Muldrifter through their Pyroblast if we draw a land. But we might have to evoke it next turn, which would also kind of suck. Let's see what they got. Cycling lands, sure. Yep. So let's Teachings. A little bit more card draw would obviously be nice. They might counter this. Okay. And our turn comes back. We can't flash it back yet. Real choked on land drops here. Okay. All right. We're getting closer, gang. We're getting closer. We don't have Hydroblast or anything in here that would matter. All right. Let's evoke Muldrifter. We already hit our land drop. I don't really think it's worth it to try to fight an Archaeomancer through here, especially when our best target is Lightning Bolt. So I'm going to pass it over to them. They're going to fetch 4 cards in hand. Pretty close on time, so I really got to be careful with that. But not so careful that I lose. 11 minutes is a long time. Opponent's going to pass, sure. We can do the draw go thing for a minute. Untap land. Nice. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to try to cast a Muldrifter and a Counter Magic. And we will fight it. Because I don't... Oh, they have Pyroblast in hand? Yeah, so never mind. Sure. Pass the turn. We can just go get Soul Manipulation eventually. It's not a big deal. We'll counter the Spell Stutter. I guess they could have... Okay, sure. Kill this. Another Spell Stutter will come down. We'll just Lightning Bolt it. I think they're trying to sneak out a Ninja. The grind is so real. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. We only have 35 cards in our library. Worth noting. Yeah, I definitely think there is. I think right now we're going to get back. We're going to get back our Teachings. We don't want to waste any more Serrated Arrows triggers on this, and this is just not happening. So, so he's gonna get down, but not for long. And we get them to tap out. We can resolve our Archaeomancer. Okay, Pyroblast, sweet. So kill this. Counterspell. Let's try to counterspell with that. And then Archaeomancer back a counterspell. Or actually, we're going to Archaeomancer back Mystical Teachings because we don't have enough mana to... Yeah, we're going to get back Teachings. And we'll force through Teachings for Ghostly Flicker next turn, and we'll start going nuts with Serrated Arrows. Oh, yeah, man, we're going crazy with it. I have to play so fast, and I have to play so smart at the same time. Our Delver opponent is on 2 cards in hand. They're going to kill our Archaeomancer. Sure, no problem. We can Teachings for Soul Manipulation when we have the opportunity to do that. We're going to play Draw Go for a second. Cool. We're going to keep hitting our land drops. Pass. We do need that black mana, man. We need that black mana so bad. Opponent's going to pass, so we'll try to Mystical Teaching on their end step. Go get Soul Manipulation. Turn comes back. Black mana. Try to Muldrifter. Draw a couple cards. Black mana. I can't argue with more Pyroblasts. That's cool too. And they scooped the match.